There's an update regarding Pony Island 2. I had almost completely forgotten that they were making a second Pony Island game. Oh, that is embarrassing on my end. Because Pony Island's pretty sweet. Here, and then, okay. Put that over there. And then, right about here. The following may contain content that some viewers may find awesome. Be aware that you're going to be experiencing cool things. Summer Games Fest, let's go! Turn my audio down just
Please
slightly.
welcome to the stage, the creator of the Game Awards.
But yeah, yesterday at the State of Play, we saw there was more stuff about Silent Hill F. There was some more stuff shown with the. You fucking those shoes, God. There was some more stuff shown about what was it?
I love the energy.
The Snake Eater, the Metal Gear Solid 2 remake.
Showcase to celebrate what's new and next in video games. Now, every year we have the distinct.
Hello, the
honor
French
of coming
Knight. How are you
together
doing?
To spotlight the boundless creativity that defines our industry. Thank you all for joining us and giving us your time. And special thanks to Dante.
You stole our time.
This morning.
Chat, what the
saw
fuck?
that he canceled a date and he hopes I. Lots of great games.
Top selling new Steam. Bethesda, Civ, really? I guess. Actually, Schedule 1. Fuck. Tyler must be so fucking geeked to see Schedule 1 up there.
A groundbreaking indie game crafted by a passionate team of.
All the games up here are goated. As a Civ fan, I was a little disappointed in 7. It's like, it's fun.
Trailing it is Schedule 1 from TVGS, a solo developer in Australia. It's inspiring that these indie creations stand side by side with heavyweights like
My
Monster
final
Hunter
exam
Wilds
results are coming
and
in
the
tonight.
Oblivion remake.
Well, hopefully they're gonna be positive. Hopefully they're gonna be good.
Obscure from Sandfall. Okay. They might get some nominations at the end of the year. We're not there yet, but it is a monumental achievement, earning the highest user Metacritic score ever recorded for a game, all from a team of under 30 developers.
Oh, they're talking about
who
Expedition
stepped
33.
Away from big publishers to forge their own path.
I haven't played much of that game. I played like the intro sequence, or like the first, the beginning part of it. Fucking God, I don't think I've ever been hooked on a game that quickly. That shit's fucking crazy.
But with more than 18,000 games released on Steam just last year, more than double
Need to play
from
Kingdom Come
2020.
Deliverance. I've been seeing good things about that. I don't know if it's quite my game, but I mean, like, games doing good are better than games doing bad.
And initiatives like the Steam Next Fest are so essential. These events help
Split
remarkable
Fiction was pretty good.
games
I've heard really good things
big
about
and
Split Fiction
small
as well.
find their
I'm not
audience.
surprised since it was by the same
Hopefully,
team that
if you're
made
watching this show, you'll
It Takes
discover
Two, and then
favorite game.
what was that
So,
Prison
in
Break
that
game? I
spirit,
can't remember.
Let's kick things
But like they're
off
really good at
from
making
an independent
like
studio
couch co-op
who's
games.
Thinking very big. In 2017,
Lord
developers
Sim-
broke away from AAA publishers
Simplicity.
to chart
Thank you
their
for the
own
follow.
course.
Huge.
Today, they're
Round
a
of applause.
thriving
Round of applause.
independent studio of
Hell yeah.
30
Round of applause.
creators. And what you're about to see is a powerful testament to what passion, freedom, and a small, dedicated team.
Freed Seraphint.
Let's take
Thank
a
you for
look
the follow.
at our
Round of
first
applause.
game
Round of applause.
announcement.
A Way Out. That's what it was. Thank you. That one, fucking, I remember watching the Game Grumps play that like back in the day, and it was so fucking funny, but the name just always escapes me.
The Harbinger. You might be.
Oh, is this, ooh, maybe? No, it isn't. Is this, what is it? The Fall of Avalon? No, this isn't Fall of it. Is it? No, it's not.
They know naught of your nature.
What is this?
You're a weapon, child.
This looks badass. Big snake. Fat snake. This kind of looks like if they mixed like Dark Souls with Doom, but we're leaning more in like the Dark Souls direction. This looks crazy.
They'll worship you.
black metal souls. Hell yeah. Oh, badass snail.
Then what?
You're no god. But neither.
Not Mortal Shell. You think this is Mortal Shell? Yeah, it is. It's Mortal Shell 2. Wow, that was crazy. Coming next year. PlayStation, Steam, and Xbox. Damn. I might have to check that out. Big booty.
Didn't that look great? Well, we got lots more to come. But right now, the end, the Nexus War, Galactus fight.
That was Mortal Shell, though.
At risky reels. Over the years, Fortnite has innovated with mass-scale live in-game events. And tomorrow, Fortnite is set to do it again across console, PC, and phones. The Death Star's super laser is charged and ready to decimate the Battle Royale island. But there's still hope. You and your friends can join the fight. Here's the first exclusive look.
Star Wars is going to destroy Tomato Town.
Brand new live event, Death Star Sabotage.
What, you didn't want that to be Mortal Shell? Oh, they got the AT-ATs. Oh, there's Fortnite. God, it's fucking crazy how much Fortnite stands out in just anything.
Everything you've got.
Galactic Battle, Death Star. Good, that was it.
Jonesy, all right. Right now, it is an honor to welcome to Summer
Death Star
Game
going to win
Fest
the
a
Battle Royale by
legendary
nuking the
game
battlegrounds.
creator
Yeah, they're just
who
going
is
to
set
blow up the
release his
planet.
latest project in just a few short weeks. With each of his games, he pushes the gaming medium in bold new directions, and we are honored to have him with us for the first time at Summer Game Fest in person. Please, everyone, join me in welcoming the great Mr. Hideo Kojima.
The GOAT! The fucking GOAT! Let's go! We were just talking about his art, his masterpieces.
Great to see you. Mr. Kojima, here we are. The world tour begins at Summer Game Fest. It's great to have you here. We are so excited for DS2.
The GOAT!
So let me ask you, Mr. Kojima, you've worked for many years on this project. What do you hope players take away from DS2 when they play it later this month?
DS1 が出た後にコロナになったの
Well,
で、
we hit the pandemic after we released
僕ら皆
DS1.
さん、コロナを体験したと思うの
Everyone
で、
experienced
コロ
the
ナを体
pandemic.
験した中での
So,
新しいつながりというか、
I wanted to
それをも
show
う一度ゲー
something
ムをプレイし
new
ながら、
connection
考えていただきたいと
after
思い
we
ます。
faced the pandemic. So I want
I'm on
everyone to
stage, that
think
me.
about that.
It does sound a lot like you. That's crazy, though.
Well, talking about playing the game, it's coming out later this month, but right now I know you prepared a special exclusive
Currently
clip
putting
for
together a Lego
SGF.
ad. Nice.
Let's take a look at this.
Let's fucking go. Oh, what you got? Death Stranding 2 stuff. A lady. Over and talk to her, you freak.
Have a seat. Over here, please.
Oh shit. He's pulling out the cigs. Good move, good move.
No smoking, please. So you are Neil Varner. Mm-hmm. What do you do? For living?
Oh yeah, this was the guy that kind of looked like Solid Snake a little bit. I remember there was a video where they made that comparison.
So thank you.
Or maybe not video, but like there were people talking about it when this character Neil was introduced.
Neil.
What?
So you made it then.
Sorry.
You really don't remember me.
Oh, fuck. She's making the first move. They got Shy Guy symbols on their hands.
The girl. You're alive.
Whoops. Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, it's okay.
Stop. Stop.
Hooray! I have no idea what the fuck happened.
Well, that was a clip from the game, a cutscene. We saw a first glimpse of Neil and Lucy, and we met them in the trailer back at South by Southwest, but we got a little bit more of them here. Tell us a little bit more about this clip and the characters of Neil and Lucy.
DS2 で非常に重要なキ
In
ャラクターです。
It's a very important character.
ニールとルーシー。
Neil and
で、
Lucy.
まあちょっと詳しくは言えませんけど。
I can't really say because there'll be spoilers.
God, now I just can't hear anything else. He does sound exactly like he Roth. That's crazy.
So they have this deep connection and reveals throughout the story. And last time on DS1, we have Cliff, who was played by Max. And of course, by story, you know, he will not be in DS2. But this time, Neil will be like playing like the role that Max did. For DS2 this time. And Cliff was a very popular character, but I think we have to kind of like top that character. So look
Kojima style. Nothing makes sense until everything does. Fucking true. I remember seeing like, because like before Death Stranding came out, there would be, you'd see all of this like crazy shit, like them walking along the beach, that one guy who could like turn invisible,
this Sunday as part of Summer Game Fest,
and then like, you know, the like weird black strands flying up into the air and just all this like, and it's like, none of this fucking shit makes any goddamn sense. What the hell is going on? But then you actually play the game and you kind of understand it. As somebody who has never played the game myself, I don't fucking know. But it is one of those like, damn, I don't get what's going on. And then you get to like last 5 minutes of the game and you're like, oh my God.
All right, thank you so much.
I get it.
Kojima, everyone. Great to see you, Mr. Kojima. Thank you.
Mads Mikkelsen mentioned Danish actor. Yeah, Mads did. He did a character in Death Stranding 1, didn't he? He was the like bad guy that could turn invisible or whatever.
And the co-host of the Friends Per Second podcast.
Or was like a skeleton. Something. I don't know.
Lucy James.
Like none of it makes sense. Like you said, none of it makes sense until it does, and then it's like, damn, son.
Thanks, Jeff, and hello, Summer Game Fest. I am so
It's
excited
Lucy from The Fallouts.
Thank you for
It's not.
having me.
Her name is
Now,
just Lucy.
We are honored to reveal an exciting new project from Raw Power Games, a new team headquartered in Copenhagen, Denmark. Here you can engage in intense combat, fight for land, glory, and legacy, and lead massive armies into epic scale battles, as narrated by actor Tom Hardy.
Of Venom fame?
Thou shalt not kill. So the priests tell us. So the Lord commands.
Raw Power Games. Damn.
Ambitious men
RPG.
do not listen. I sought no war. But war found me. I became like
Maybe double take.
I took up the sword.
Denmark, yep. This is the Lego game that they were talking about.
But some paths, once taken, have only one ending. I shall find no peace. On this road, there is only death.
forge your destiny.
But that's just my story.
Clean looking. I like the UI.
Go write your own.
Chronicles Medieval. That's why it goes so hard. It's a Chronicles game. Let's go. Isn't that a series? Or am I thinking of something else?
That was
what am I
a
thinking
very
of?
cool new project in a brutal European medieval world. Now it's time to hang on to the edge of tomorrow. Sonic Racing Crossworlds is a thrilling new entry
a Sonic game.
Racing action games within the Sonic franchise. Crossworlds brings other worlds and familiar faces to Sonic Racing, including surprise guest characters being revealed here at SGF.
Oh yeah, I think somebody posted about this in the Discord server. Aren't they putting in some like weird characters? Like isn't like fucking Pac-Man in this shit or whatever? Sisters are there. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I saw them. They were across the way, across the fields.
Let's mix it up.
Fucking Sonic, let's go! Oh my God, it's Hatsune Miku. I'm over here expecting fucking Pac-Man and fucking they pulled the biggest Uno reverse card and put Hatsune Miku in a Sonic driving game. Not at all surprised. Oh, the guy from Joker, that's what his name. From fuck, what's I always forget. Something with a P. Parasocial, paranormal. Pac-Man. It just all goes back to Pac-Man. Hatsune Miku. Wow, really? That was it? Hatsune Miku, Joker, and what's his name from Yakuza?
The creation of everyone's favorite blue hedgehog, Takashi Iizuka.
Oh God, it's Sonic's dad.
Thank you, Jeff. I'm honored to be here to talk about our latest Sonic
Racing game. You know how I got these scars?
Sonic Racing Crossworld is the next generation of the Sonic Racing series, developed by Sonic.
Oh, he's got a fucking Shadow the Hedgehog shirt on. Dude,
you
this guy's
can
fucking
feel
awesome.
brand new experience from the new future travel ring, which you can warp in the race. Also, unlike another kart racing game, this game will have online cross-platform matchmaking.
Hooray! You can play it over the internet.
You can race against all of your friends across all of the platform. Lastly, I have one more thing I'd like to show everyone here today. Take a look inside of the travel ring.
Cross-platform is pretty good, though. Like, it's pretty big. Oh, shit! It's Steve from the Minecrafts! Wow. Okay. Mm-hmm. No SpongeBob? No SpongeBob. It'll probably be a DLC, though.
I guess you could say, you gotta go craft. Well, I gotta laugh. That's all I want. That's all I want. Next, we're
You gotta
excited
go
to
craft.
reveal a brand new action RPG from Bandai Namco Studios. Embark on a journey across a dark fantasy world and uncover a vast story that eclipses time.
It eclipses time? Ooh.
Time. For some,
Ooh.
it heals.
Crazy face.
For others,
Oops.
it wounds.
Got a little bit of gold on the painting.
And for our world, it promises only oblivion.
Some Warhammer 40k type stuff. Yeah, really. The fucking candles inside of her skull. That was nuts. Oh no, they went out.
You have the power to change all of this.
I don't know if it's just like the art style itself, but the anime characters kind of stand out pretty huge compared to the surroundings.
In this time,
like they're too pretty, you know?
you'll find how to save us all.
It kind of has a little bit of like Devil May Cry feel to it, though. Yep, there it is. There's the Devil May Cry stuff. And of course, he's got a motorcycle. That feels more like DMC besides the anime character. Yeah, you right. Genshin style in Unreal 5. Code Vein? Huh. Okay. Interesting. Wasn't expecting to be a Code Vein sequel. Oh, there we go. Oops, no, I wanted that over here. Sorry, there we go. Why I often refer to them as anime games and ignore them. Well, I mean, like, I don't know. I feel like just dismissing them because they have an anime style is kind of a little premature. But oh god, that was scary. But they do seem kind of ubiquitous. This is kind of interesting though. TV Man. This is kind of like that was it. Yeah, it's like Little Nightmares, but like even more nightmare. Are those Smurfs? End of Abyss. Remember, if it has difficulty, it's Dark Souls.
Cool new game. That was End of Abyss, the debut title from Malmo, Sweden-based Section 9 Interactive, an atmospheric action-adventure game coming
Little
in
Nightmares
2026
Resident Evil.
to the Epic Games Store and consoles. Next,
Bro, we're getting Dante Jr. with the same. No, GTA 6 is releasing next year.
PI for Hire, developed by
Is it? Oh wait, shit.
developer Fumi Games and published by PlaySide, releasing.
No, yeah, it is
this
releasing next year.
Here's a quick new look at the game and the reveal of a familiar voice.
Yeah, May 26, 2026.
There's something rotten at the heart of Mouseburg.
Oh hell yeah, Mouse PI. This looks pretty cool, actually.
Detective Pepper's in the house.
I've been following this for a while.
Bend the city to their will.
Dumb wise guys and fake cheese wheels.
And those who do anything to save it.
They won't even know what hit them. Oh, boy.
Troy Baker. Damn, that's a pull. That's a pull and a half.
Another role for Troy Baker. All right, that's not all from PlaySide. Now comes the announcement of another ambitious project from this independent Australian developer. We've been talking to them for a while about this project, which builds on their recent launches of Kill Knight and Age of Darkness. But this takes things to a whole new level. It's a premium, real-time strategy game built for PC based on one of the most iconic fantasy franchises in the world.
Pokemon.
Any guesses?
Dungeons & Dragons. Mega Man. Mega Man called it. What's it gonna be, guys? It's Game of Thrones. Yeah. Yep. I just had to see the back of the Ice Walker's head.
Is played. But this is not the game you know.
Chronicles Medieval fucked severely. It looked pretty good. It looked pretty solid. Game of Thrones. It's Game of Thrones.
was a good long no-cut little combat scene.
Is your legacy.
Like, this is all rendered, but still.
You decide who wins and who dies.
Oops. Oh, he died. Alright, I gotta use the bathroom. I'll be right back.
Game of Thrones. War for Westeros.
All right, now it is time for the global reveal of an FPS action-adventure RPG.
The great Silkovsky once said, one could count 1,000,000 billion suns in the known universe. So why do we deny other intelligent beings? It is said, if they were out there, they would have visited Earth. My answer is, maybe they will visit us. But time has not come yet for this. The dawn of a new era. The era of Atomic Heart 2.
That's right, Atomic Heart 2 is in active development at Munfish on Unreal Engine 5, a spiritual successor to the first game with a retro-futuristic world on a global scale, and this time there's a greater emphasis on RPG elements and player freedom. But
The Cube. Atomic Universe. Ooh. Oh, little gremlin. That was cute. What I miss? Sorry, I'm back. What I miss?
Yet another new project from Munfish, an MMORPG shooter set in the Atomic Universe on a massive levitating cube. You can see there where the edges
in the Atomic Universe,
to create unique gameplay.
Like that game that came out a little bit ago, Atomic.
All right, let's jump into the Marvel Cosmic Invasion.
Oh,
universe.
Atomic Hearts. Okay.
Retro beat 'em up coming to PC and consoles this
Atomic
holiday,
Heart. Yeah.
With multiplayer fun for up to 4 players.
I'm looking back at the chat here.
Marvel characters to play, but so far only 7 have been revealed. Well, now
So
it's
she
time
gone to get milk.
the next 2.
Was that all I missed? Just Atomic Hearts 2? Well, that's not too bad. I can get caught up on that a little later. I didn't play the first one, so, you know, not missing out. But it looked pretty cool. I came back right at the end there. So I caught a glimpse. Old school beat 'em up, let's go! With She-Hulk and Rocket Raccoon. And Venom, I saw Venom. I always forget what that pterodactyl guy's name is. Oh my gosh, it's the Thanos. Marvel's Cosmic Invasion. That looked kind of neat.
This isn't
She-Hulk.
Oh my world. What is this place? Also,
Dark Souls, but samurai. Oh god, scary head. Ooh.
not enough. I need more.
Oh.
the same thing, Musashi. But there's only room for one at the top. And it won't be a coward who runs from jewels.
This dude's got fucking crazy aura.
Sasaki Ganryu.
Onimusha, the Way of the Sword. Oh. Maiden. Hello, Maiden. Okay, that looked kind of interesting. I definitely check out more gameplay footage of that.
Way of the Sword, which we announced back in December at the TGAs. It is coming in 2026.
I figured that looked familiar.
This summer at Gamescom. Now let's completely switch gears. You guys all know I love my puppets, and this next project is one I've been tracking for a few years. As a team at Sans
Kind of sounds like the VA for Scarab Scotus from the Mad Max game. That's a crazy pull if you fucking remember
What you're
that.
about to see is running completely in real time.
Also, if it is, that's even crazier.
I cannot wait to play it. Here is an unexpected new game announcement that combines comedic storytelling and arcade fighting action. Check this out.
Puppets, let's go.
Punches, you'll get yourself killed!
All right, you little sack of fuzzy shit. Show me what you got. What? If you're gonna be champ, we gotta transform you. Why are you even here? Don't waste my time.
This is already interesting because it's being done with fucking puppets.
Save us, Fuzzy, or we'll die.
Or we'll die.
Attaboy. Attaboy.
You can do it, Fluffy.
This maid ain't gonna beat itself. I've been taking
meat beats. To fulfill your destiny. This definitely feels like the kind of game that's gonna have mostly like QTE, like a QTE story thing. But just based on like art style alone, that's pretty gas. Like, not gonna lie, that looks fun.
All right, well, next it's time to see the announcement.
There was this that reminds me of like two other games. There was one that came out this year. I can't remember the name of it. But it was all actually done in like stop motion. And then there was another game that I also can't remember off the top of my head. But it was a much smaller game, and the entire game was
engaged in a
what was it? It was like it looked like it was crocheted. And I think that it actually was. I think that's how they actually animated it. They actually crocheted like the backgrounds and then, you know, the characters and the movements and stuff like that. Up, she's killing him. That's a bummer. But yeah, I love games like that are more so about the medium in which they present themselves. If they have like a unique art style. That puppet thing was funny as shit, though.
So much more to this game of murderous mystery.
Complete. Is this Elmo's family origin story? Most likely. Unraveled? That might have been it. Hold on.
Weapons and armor, steal items, blow up opponents, poison others, place traps, discover one of your owners.
No, it's not that one. This one is similar. I can't remember. I saw it on TikTok. I could probably find it if I did enough Googling.
Now the paths to victory are clear. You would do well to remember. Deceit and deduction are your strongest weapons in this game of life or death.
Killer In. That seemed kind of interesting, though. That one looked pretty neat.
That was Killer In, a 24-player multiplayer game from Square Enix where you compete in a game of life or death using social deduction skills to win.
So Among Us with Asian women?
This next
Yes,
game was
exactly.
first announced at TGA in 2021. I know it's been a while. Their recent tech tests prove that some things are definitely worth the wait. I'm, of course, talking about Arc Raiders. This is one of the most anticipated games of the year, and we're excited to share a new trailer which will tell you more about the mysteries surrounding the world of Speranza and the long-awaited launch date coming later this year. From Embark Studios, here's the world premiere of the release date trailer for Arc Raiders.
Arc Raiders. I saw a little bit about this. This looks kind of interesting.
Breathe. Let your body settle into a slower rhythm. Clear your mind of all distractions. You don't have to walk this path alone. Surround yourself with resourceful friends. Here, you are in control.
Like that. We didn't really see a whole lot of new stuff. That was more so just a
Arc Raiders is coming October.
that was more so just another cinematic trailer or like a story trailer.
Congrats to Embark Studios.
DEI woke game. Sorry, Toshi.
Fans,
Yeah.
Now you can finally step
What are you
into
gonna
the
do?
world of Arrakis
Also, I found
yourself.
that so one of the games that I was talking about is a game called The Midnight Walk, and it's like claymation, stop motion kind of feel to it. It looks really neat. It's very stylistic.
In Steam Advanced Access. Here is a brand new look.
All right, what's this one? What do we got? What do we got? What are we cooking? Got a lot of sand. Got a big moon. Is this Dune? Oh, we got feet. Oh, no, yeah, I think this is Dune. I think. Pretty sure. No, maybe not. Oh, explosion. Oh no, this is Dune. I was looking for their suit. Ooh, cool. It's you can build houses and shit. I hate sand. It's coarse and it gets everywhere. No. He's mad that she joined the green team. Shit your face ass. No, he shot the man. Uh-oh, the green team and the black team are gonna clash. Oh no, he shot him. Get him. So is this like a story-driven thing, or is this a or is this like a player-driven thing? Because it's very clearly an MMO. Dune Awakening. Me mad because you joined Team Green Glamour Dune Team while I joined Black Armor Dune Team. Exactly.
I saw my world
You just summed up all of international politics.
consumed by the void.
We got clocks and magic. The void. Oh, look at all them rats.
Try as I might to quell their advance. 'Twas all for naught.
Oh, it's like Dark Souls, but it's like magic. Also, they just transitioned into a completely different game, just like immediately.
Some say time stops for no one.
I was confused there for a second. I'm like, this doesn't look like Dune anymore. What the hell?
Neither man nor god, living nor dead.
What is Kato a shoujo too?
Yet what then of those who deigned to turn back the hands of fate? To save what remains of our broken worlds. You need only take my hand. Return to the past, where your journey.
Chrono Odyssey. Off-brand Monster Hunter. We need a grim, dark fantasy Mario game. That'd be hilarious.
But the truth.
Oh, it's like Dolphin Boat. There was a dolphin boat. Guys, it was like a dolphin, but there was a boat. You could sit in it like a boat, but it was a dolphin.
Not bees.
Oh.
I will never forget Michael's.
What is more compelling to you, sir?
Just as he once came to me, filling that dark tower with light.
What happened while I was out? So I hear you're looking for someone?
The victors show no mercy to the defeated. People here despise weakness, worship strength, and crave glory.
I never doubted that.
This is only Dark Souls. There's only Dark Souls game today. There's a decent amount. Dark Souls like games, and then the that puppet game. Oh god.
A rat in the vessel.
Ooh.
Such a tiny nuisance.
Colorful.
I know all your secrets.
Oh, the robot.
Come back.
Memories in Orbit. That looked cool. That looked like a fun little game.
Mio Memories in Orbit, a stunning new Metroidvania platformer that has a demo on Steam you can play right now as part of Next Fest. What you're about to see next is a stop-motion co-op platformer where everything has been crafted by hand. It's called Out of Words, and I'm honored to show it to you today.
That's really funny because we were just talking about games like this. Oh no, they ain't got mouths. Cool, they can manipulate gravity.
Don't you see? We can't.
Come on, follow me.
So it's two kids with no mouths and their pet stingray. How adorable. Out of Words. That was cool. I like that.
What a really unique and different game. This August
Yeah.
signals the release
No
of
kidding.
Mafia: The Old Country, the next entry in the acclaimed Mafia franchise from the team at Hangar 13. It's a gritty mob story set in the brutal underworld of 1900 Sicily. Here is the Summer Game Fest trailer.
1900 Sicily? Roth, they're going back to the old country. From someone close. Your home. The old country.
Who are
are you?
Sono Enzo. I work here.
My friends, my family, my beautiful daughter, Isabella.
Don Torrisi looks out for people around here. Sometimes the client is feeling less than cooperative and we need to,
teach them a lesson.
Oh God.
Remind them of their obligations.
By cutting his fingers off.
And Spadaro.
Where I come from, commitment means everything.
If this is how he wants it, this is how it'll be.
The Dons noticed you, Enzo. This is an opportunity.
Do you wish to commit to this family?
Enzo! We can't let them get away!
When Isabella became involved, it became our business.
My ancestors are here somewhere.
This family.
There's one mission specifically, like beat up Roth's great-great-grandfather. Like, what?
And who are you, Enzo?
Old country. We're going back to the old country.
I was a stud. Just wait till you see this next game.
Didn't see any gameplay, but just visually that looked pretty fun.
Hands-on spirit of classic Lego play, and will also support
Legos.
Friends Pass, just like Split Fiction. Here's the first ever look.
Legos, let's go! Light brick. Ooh. All right. I'm into it. The little blocks. Oh, well, this just looks fun and adorable. Oh, this is lovely. This is just straight up lovely. Look at them, these two little guys going on an adventure. Oh, they're going to space. Shit. Oh no, they're watching the space shuttle. They're mimicking the space shuttle. That's cute. That was so fucking cute. That was so goddamn cute.
Hello, Summer Game Fest. I'm Carolyn Lawrence, voice actor for a few familiar faces you might have grown up with on Nickelodeon. Some with squirrel suits, thank you. Some with science smarts, and some with serious attitude. Nickelodeon has always been about wild worlds and weirder characters. And while I'm mostly sworn to secrecy today, I am thrilled to have a hand in revealing something that brings a lot of those characters together like never before. I hope you enjoy the first look at Nicktoons and the Dice of Destiny. Yee-haw!
I wasn't gonna say anything, but like using Nickelodeon and shh in the same sentence, like it has been a little bit, but like Nickelodeon's not over going through all that.
To summon the most ferocious, most awesome, most totally radical team of adventurers the land had ever seen.
Shut the hell up, Timmy. It's SpongeBob.
Imagination! Go big, go burn!
What? That was it?
Almost 2 years since players first stepped into the
not feeling it.
The city of Krat from disease and puppet frenzy in Lies of P. Overture is a DLC expansion to Lies of P that transports players back in time with new characters, environments, and of course, imposing enemies and bosses. Here's the exclusive new look.
Oh, Lies of P. Neo Wiz. Wiz. So it'll be like the previous Nick fighting game? No, it'll be a top-down map crawler as opposed to a fighting game. Liza P DLC, let's go. Is that Geppetto? Was that big monster thing Geppetto? Where's the allegory? Where's the cricket? Where's the cat? Where's that big fucking carnival sumbitch that sells you to the people that magically turn you into donkeys? Ooh, cool character design. He's got a jar for a head. Oh, big gator. Fuck him up. Lies of P Overture. It's available today. Nice.
Yes, that's right. Overture is available today across all platforms to play. So enjoy it this
weekend.
weekend.
Should have played the OG game, Toshi. Right. I probably should have. That was always one of the games that I kind of had my eyes on, but never really like grabbed my attention. And I'm like, I gotta play this thing.
Literature Club meets Silent Hill. That piqued my interest.
Game's way more than that. I kind of figured, but they were using a lot of similar, iconography and stuff. So I thought, like, oh, it's more so like a gritty retelling or something, but like, being its own thing. She got a little schmutz under her eye.
The dinner table where you used to be. 5 plates full.
Bunch of voices talking. Is this a spooky game?
Plates of tomatoes.
Tomatoes.
Plates of hay.
What?
Plates of angels.
What?
Plates of her legs.
What?
Beautiful. Broken. Plates of flowers. Plates of plates. The garden is lush and green, and everything's focused. Dinner's ready.
Fractured Blooms.
There's a hunger that feeds and blooms.
Isn't this the schizophrenia game?
And I will bloom.
Well, I don't know what this is, but it definitely has my attention. I am a big fan of spooky games.
I wouldn't recommend eating those tomatoes. All right, NC Soft.
Shut the fuck up, Jeff.
Blade and Soul universe. Let's take a look at the rich lore and dynamic action in Blade and Soul Neo, just out on Steam, and Blade and Soul Heroes coming soon.
Blade and Soul. Holy fuck. More karate games. Whatever happened to fucking Soul Calibur? When are we gonna get another Soul Calibur game? I looked that up yesterday. The last Soul Calibur game came out in like what? 2017, 2018, something like that. It's been like fucking 8 years. Soul Calibur developers, when's the next game coming out? I looked at Synthetic Man's stream chat to this for 1 second. Never again. Is it cooked? Is it fucking deep fried? I wasn't aware that fucking Synthetic Man was streaming this, but I'm not 100% surprised. Gotta fucking. That's what grifters do. They fucking keep up with the trendy shit, and then fucking bitch and complain about it. Oh, it's a man. It's Vegeta, but with pink hair. Pink hair Vegeta. Oh, it's fucking what's his name from One Punch Man. It's the This isn't a One Punch Man game. Oh, never mind. There he is. But this isn't a One Punch Man game. This is just another game, but also with a One Punch Man crossover. Okay, yeah. Crystals of Atlan with One Punch Man crossover. God, I can't wait for Season 3 of One Punch Man. I've been waiting so fucking long for that shit. Look at them fat little birds. They claimed the Tomato game was a... They said that that redheaded girl from the Tomato game was transgender. Oh my fucking god. Oh my god. They're so fucking obsessed with that shit. That's the first thing that comes to your mind when you see a game. Is this female character I'm looking at transgender? You fucking lost the plot. Wow, that's ridiculous. Like you say they, so like I'm pretty sure you mean the chat, but like, god damn it. Ah, fuck, that's so stupid. Scary man. Oh, here's the woke game. Oh, it's gone. Never mind. I actually just want the. We just saw the like a clip from that.
This is a
what is it? Predator Killer of Killers or something like that. I actually just watched that today. A friend of mine came over and we watched it. It was really good. I liked it.
Squid Game will be coming to UEFN. It started with an epic mega.
Squid Game.
Now a serious contender for Game of the Year.
That Mongilsta Dive will be exclusively on the Epic Game Store.
It meant that the game was made by trans people. That's so fucking... Why? What kind of fucking deep state psychobabble do you have to be looking at or seeing the game through to come to that assumption? I don't fucking get it. That's so dumb. Dinosaurs.
Unleashed genetic power across continents.
Oh god.
Now it is up to us to nurture what we have set free, to find hope within this chaos. Well, to help life find a way.
Jurassic World Evolution 3. Hell yeah. You can make your own dinosaur fucking zoo and nothing wrong will ever happen. Never mind. They got out. They got out. They you know what, guys? The dinosaurs got out. Surprise, surprise. The dinosaurs got out.
Hi, I'm Celia.
Jurassic Slop. Boo. Jurassic Park is badass.
10 years
Dinosaurs.
ago, we broke new ground with our first game, Shovel Knight. Today,
this chick made Shovel
I'm
Knight.
thrilled
Let's
to share
fucking
a
go.
World premiere look at our next IP, Mina the Hollower. Mina continues our traditions of refining retro gameplay for a new generation. It's a bone-chilling adventure that it blends intense combat, free roaming exploration, and precise platforming. As Mina, a whip-wielding hollower, you'll burrow.
If there was any game that was to fucking
mysteries of a cursed island.
backtrack
A decade ago,
onto Synthetic Command for a second, if there was any game that was made by trans people, it would 100% be Shovel Knight.
Classic.
Like, no shot. The dinos came out as gay. Gay dinosaurs. Look at this little mouse creature. More of a, what is it? 2.5D style. Where it's like, well, no, this isn't 2.5. It's, top down. Like the old Zelda games. This looks fun, though. It's very, like, old school Metrovania style. Old school Zelda. Mina the Hollower. Let's go. Fun little mouse.
All right. This is a special one. Our next game comes from a well-known developer that has done... Oh. Kyle Bossman, everyone. Final Bossman. All right, well, let me see what this says.
The studio is being held by a crazed gunman.
Hey, Jeffy. If you're reading this, it means 3 things. Number 1, you're killing it at the fest with your oodles of totally natural charisma. Debatable. B, I'm at your house playing long darts with the fam. And 3, you're going to do me a solid and skip that Silk Song trailer so you can pimp my revolutionary VR gaming venture that will shock the industry probably. A wet one on the lips.
That will shock the industry probably.
All right.
It's Deadpool.
Ooh, Red Band trailer. Hell yeah. Handcrafted with cuddles by the Merc with a MetaQuest. Kick back and bask in the glory of gaming's first quintuple A tropical farming sim experience.
Hooray! Oops.
Oh, hi, new friend. Oh, yeah! Escape the turd burger of late-stage capitalism and enter a world of VR magic and wonder. You'll care for exotic pets, the elderly, and this fucking thing with hip-hop Satan. Oh, hi, don't worry, he's a fascist. He deserves this big time. This guy's a total dick. What the hell? Who designed this shit? I wiped my ass on this first. You're welcome. Who got the lobotomy with fries? All your dreams of being inside me come true in VR. Spider-Man gets Insomniac, and I get this shit? I'm craving Korean barbecue now. Is that weird? Whoa!
I'm not a big fan of the whole VR thing. Like, you know, it could be a fact that I just don't have VR, so I'm not exposed to it as much. Not a big fan of it, and the delivery with Deadpool's lines felt kind of flat.
Of a decade of Techland's experience building survival horror games.
That's probably my biggest takeaway from that, the flat delivery.
Action survival horror. Let's take a look at the latest trailer with some big news, the release date.
Oh, big news. Wait, what'd they say this was? Sorry, I was yapping. Castor Woods. Techland. Oh, is this State of Decay 3?
Tell me about the Baron.
No, it's not.
He's a narcissistic sociopath. He's experimenting on humans like they're lab rats.
Sick.
God only knows what the Baron's planning to do with those monsters.
Yeah, it was a little lame, not gonna lie. Yeah, if he just like punched up his delivery a little bit, I feel like it would have been it'd be way better. Oops. Painting knocked over the painting. I feel like I know what this is, but I don't know what this is.
I don't care how high his walls are or how big his army is. That fucker will pay for what he did to me. All the years he took from me. All the agony he put me through.
You want revenge?
Pretty sure I know what it is, what game this is. Good flamethrower effects. Oh, big one. that giant hammer. Dying Light, that's what I... See, I knew it was... Yeah, Dying Light. Yeah, I knew what that was. I just couldn't remember the game.
Kyle.
Looks pretty clean, though.
Chemical factory south of the city. The Baron's men operate out of there.
Then I'll go there and fucking kill him.
Recognize that jump kick. I recognize just because there was a lot of focus on like moving on top of buildings, and I'm like, oh fuck, what's the name of that game where it's like zombie parkour?
This next
And it
game
was Dying
draws
Light.
inspiration from classic coming-of-age films to capture the highs and lows of adolescence, the bonds of friendship, and the nostalgia of growing up. Mixtape comes from Beethoven and Dinosaur, and Annapurna Interactive, and this is your exclusive new look at this game that plays like a love letter to teenage memories.
What are we doing?
Hanging out, getting buzzed.
I've got...
Already a big fan of the vibe. Oh yeah, I think I remember seeing something about this game a couple months back.
It's time to look back on your greatest hits.
Not the romance.
Mom, who is it?
One moment. It's the pigs, darling.
And the cure.
It has a very like late 80s, maybe like mid 70s to late 90s kind of vibe to it.
Experience it for yourself.
I like it. Kind of like what is it? It's kind of like Stranger Things if it didn't have a supernatural element to it. Oh God.
You have seen it. A beautiful world where harmony reigns.
Looks exactly like a 2000 movie trailer. Yeah, the overlay that was on it, that sort of like old school style, definitely sold the vibe.
There is no escaping them.
My teenage years suck. Yeah. Some years are like that.
That's why we must end you.
That's why we gotta make the years that we still have and the years that we're on even fucking more awesome. Let's fucking go with video games. That's a crazy squid, holy shit.
Put it into action.
This has kind of like Octo Traveler vibes, but it's not Octo Traveler.
Power. Savor each moment.
Now, get ready. Everyone, are you with me?
Maybe not Octo Traveler. Maybe more so like Final Fantasy. Dragonfly.
Fight for a future filled with hope.
I like the fish guy back there. The koi man. Probably my favorite guy.
Toa and the Guardians of the Sacred Tree.
Okay. Looks kind of nice. Kind of neat. Pretty nice.
Beautiful game. That was the global announcement of Toa, a new roguelike from Bandai Namco and developer Brownies.
Oh, it's a roguelike. Interesting.
Japanese art with a whimsical spin on Eastern mysticism. Next, we want to introduce you to a game made by a first-time solo developer in Bandung, Indonesia. With the help of 9 of his friends, he's built an intense action beat-em-up with brutal hand-to-hand combat set in his hometown. This is Axe of Blood.
Axe of Blood.
They left me with nothing. No justice, no peace. Just names on the wall. The hunt isn't over. Not until I kill them all.
Okay. Oh. Damn. Oh, he's got a fucking chainsaw.
Bad Dotland.
So it's like one guy and then 9 of his friends made that game. That's pretty good. That's pretty solid for a 10-man development team.
Amazing what these solo devs can do today. Now it is
brutal,
time
too.
for the reveal of the next game from Montreal-based Tribute Games, the makers of TMNT Shredder's Revenge and Marvel Cosmic Invasion, which you saw a little bit earlier.
Hype.
If you're like me, you've been waiting for more than a decade for this reveal.
I don't know, punches need a little bit more oomph or intensity. They look weak. I'm thinking of Midnight Fight Express for reference. I mean, yeah, but like you have to consider the scope too. Like only 10 people worked on that game. That's pretty clean for such a small development team. And it's like, yeah, it could use a little bit more polishing up, and you know, it's not out yet, so it like very well might get polished up a little bit better. But it looks pretty decent for what it is. Scott Pilgrim! I like this. This is fun. I love the little side scrollers, where it's the arcade style beat 'em ups. Like, as he said, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. A little bit of platforming, a little bit of ass whooping. Countless creative combos. Scott Pilgrim EX. That was fun. That was cute.
Scott Pilgrim is back with his fists flying in a brand new brawling adventure. In EX, you'll battle through space-time and the streets of my hometown of Toronto with Scott, Ramona, and 5 of their former rivals in this online 4-player co-op adventure with a story written by Scott Pilgrim creator Brian Lee O'Malley. All right,
nice.
We're going to be right back. But first, we have a very special message from Maggie Robertson, TGA winner in 2021 for her performance in Resident Evil Village.
Ah, there you are. Wait long. We've been preparing delightful ways to make you suffer. So
hello, Lady Dimitrescu.
We've slashed the price to be lower than ever for you simple little man things.
Still thirsty?
Worry not, you ungrateful wretch. There's
Okay, thank you.
more fun to go around. Now cease this foolishness and make your decision wisely.
Yes, giant lady. Ooh, big robot. Oh no, the big robot smashing things. Ooh, she's cut up bad. Had to. Ugh, jeez. Gotta get the fucking fan service shots. Jiggle physics. Oh boy. The First Descent breakthrough. Sounds familiar, The First Descent.
Time, humankind has been obsessed with the hard.
Yeah. What? With the hard? What the fuck is happening?
A glorious morning has dawned on something that's simply harder.
Oops.
Scum.
Oh, wow.
Your hard just got harder.
Wow. I had completely forgotten that this game was even still in development. It had a couple of No, I'll get into it. Mind's Eye. This is from one of the developers of Grand Theft Auto.
Come with me.
And then obviously like a bunch of other people. But like that's its big claim to fame.
I thought it was just broken synapses in my head.
Keep your lens speed on.
Rust 2, basically. No, think more PUBG, but more like think like PUBG mixed with Saints Row, basically. It leans a lot more into the like crazy depravity of it. Like you saw fucking like dudes taking a shit on people. I can't remember a lot of the details, but like there was some pretty crazy stuff that was in like a lot of the early builds. Like it basically bills itself as being like super realistic. Like I think one of the things you would have to like keep track of like food, hunger, specific carry weight, temperature, I think, in like some of the early stuff. And then it had a couple of controversies because they did this one thing. I can't remember what it was. I think it was like a way to try to, oh, it's a fucking Mr. 47. Let's go. Agent 47, excuse me.
CEO of IO Interactive. We can't wait for you to discover Mindside when it launches on June the 10th from Builder Rocket Boy and IO partners. And yes, you may have noticed Agent 47 will be contracted for a very special assignment in Red Rock City.
So Mind's Eye is a part of the Hitman universe? That's interesting. That's an interesting poll. But yeah, Scum had a bunch of controversy back in the day because one of the things that they had in there that admittedly seemed more like a creative way to try to approach a try to make a specific situation seem a lot more realistic, because like you know, whenever somebody like goes behind an object in real life, like behind a wall, you can kind of sort of like guess like where they're gonna be. Like you can kind of like in your mind imagine where they are and where they're gonna move to and stuff like that.
Shadow banker, known only as Le Chiffre, a financial mastermind with suspected ties to the criminal underworld. He has arranged a high-stake poker game at the Casino Monarchique in Paris. Our clients have deemed this unacceptable.
Oh, it's I was a little confused for a second. I thought this was like the James Bond game, but like that's a Hitman level. So it's a James Bond specific Hitman crossover in Paris.
He's the only one.
In the Paris level, that makes sense.
This is turning into an interesting.
But so like the thing that they did with Scum is they tried to do a thing like that to where when somebody goes behind cover, you could still like see them for a couple of seconds to sort of match that, like, oh, I can kind of imagine like where they're gonna go kind of thing. But then after a lot of people pointed it out, they kind of realized, oh shit, no, fuck, we just basically made like like wall hacking an actual like gameplay mechanic. That's not good. But then there was like other things, like there was like some actual, because like one of the big like narrative elements with Scum is like,
that's right, everyone at
the people who are participating in this battle royale are like the worst of the worst criminals, you know, like they're not good people. So what they would do, or what they did as like, oh, we're gonna like, you know, really like amp up and lean into this, like, oh, they're bad guys, they're like really bad guys. You can like make your own character and stuff like that. And a couple of the things that were in the character creation were like double lightning bolt pictures, and then like 8 tattoos, which are both Nazi iconography, and it kind of fit into the whole, like, you know, these are like the worst of the worst kinds of people, but a lot of people really didn't like that, so they took that out real quick. But that's really cool that Scum is going to be coming to Steam and has like a 1.0 release. That's great. I don't know where it's come since the last time I saw it, but like, if it's good, it's good. If it's not, it's definitely not gonna be, especially after people dig up a lot of Scum's previous history.
While keeping surprises for our players. James Bond and Agent 47 have very different set of skills, and the mission will be handled in very different creative ways.
Yeah, he's not going to beat me in poker. He's going to figure something else out.
So I guess it is not just about the shot, it's about the bluffing around the table this time?
Yeah, sure, exactly. It's the Schiffer is always like 2 steps ahead of you. He reads you before you read him, so it's a little like bringing a chess player to a poker game.
We built the mission to allow several parts, unexpected characters, appearances, and even custom poker mechanics.
Wow, all right, well, when do we get to play this?
That's the best part. We wanted to surprise you, so the team is updating the game as we speak. Le Chiffre, Elusive Target mission starts today in a few hours.
Nice.
For
I might
only
check
30
that out.
days, and if you play it, you'll unlock a unique reward in 007 First Light.
Amazing. All right. Well,
I mean, hey, they are the worst. Yeah, but you know, having you know, outside of like, whenever you ascribe, because there's not really any game where you get to like, you know,
coming later this year,
play as a Nazi, right?
1 million Lego bricks, 300 minifigures.
Because like, you know, having that kind of stuff in game makes sense contextually. Like, you know, Wolfenstein, games that are set in like, you know, World War II, stuff like that, like war games. But like, being able to like tattoo up your character with that kind of stuff is kind of not real good optics. So it's one of those things where like it makes sense, like you can see the logic, but like, yeah, probably not the greatest idea. Also, this is Lego Mario Party, and fucking I'm way big into it.
It's actually more like 60.
Oh, that's a lot.
With surprises around every corner, anything can happen.
Anything?
Anything.
Anything?
Yes, anything.
Okay, but certainly not a giant crab, a mythical king cobra, or Master Wu smashing a crate.
Those were literally just on screen, Chad.
Wow! We've got all that and more in Lego Party!
That looks awesome. What is that going to be on? That's Steam? Oh, it's on Xbox. Hell yeah. PlayStation, Xbox, and Switch. And Steam. I'm pretty sure I saw Steam there. That's cool. I'm a big fan of that.
Next, a new look at a new team shooter from Dreamhaven and Moonshot Games. 20 players across 5 ships venturing into the most treacherous region of space, hoping to get their hands on the artifact. The game is called Wildgate, and the open beta starts next week during Steam Next Fest. And we're also very happy to announce the game will launch on July 24th for PC, PlayStation 5, and Xbox. Let's see what it means to get into some serious space shenanigans.
Space shenanigans. The best kind of shenanigans.
Danger. Reactor overload. I've got the artifact. Laser ramp installed.
This feels bad.
Now their ship is flying. Is that the artifact?
Safe with me.
This'll be good.
Good thing that wasn't our ship.
That was kind of interesting.
I'm proud to reveal to you the next game from Toronto-based.
It looked a little generic,
team behind the
but
Gotham
it still
Melee
looked kind of
series,
fun.
And nobody
Not
saves
gonna
the
lie.
world. They're
Good
making
color.
a full 3D game that can be played alone or with a friend in co-op. You can find out more during Day of the Devs right after the show, but for now, here is the global reveal of Blighted.
Blighted.
Over this decaying world, one can only wonder how did it all come to this? It began with the ancient rituals. The dead buried with a seed from the trees of memory. Those who ate of the fruit saw the lives they lived and passed their knowledge to future generations until Sorcisto, in his lust for power, consumed the brains of the living, spreading this blight. You harbor it too, I see. Should you fall, pray the vultures consume you before the blight does.
Blighted. That looked kind of interesting. It was like dark fantasy with a bit more color and a top-down perspective. Ill.
There is more Blighted coming up right after the show in Day of the Devs. All right, next is a first-person survival action horror game from Team Clout.
I've had my eyes on this for a while.
Founders in Canada and Armenia. They partnered with the new Munfish Powerhouse label to bring this insane
I'll be right back.
5 game to life with unpredictable monsters and visceral dismemberment. Here is your first look. Poor little babies. All right, Mecha Break is one of 2025's most anticipated shooters, with its previous beta amassing over 300,000 concurrent players on Steam and 3 million players in total. In this game, you explore a sci-fi universe and pilot powerful mechs with immersive aerial and ground combat. As a top wishlisted game, players are clamoring to know just one thing: when is the release date? Well, here's Mecha Break's latest trailer with the answer you've all been waiting for.
Growing Martian zones force the Thalassic Federation to advance its Project Enterprise.
Damn, looks like I missed it. That's all right. I'll look it back later. What I missed? I know I missed the trailer for Ill, which kind of sucks, but I can get caught up on that. What's this one? What do we got, chat? What did I miss? Did I miss anything good? What game is this? This looks familiar. Oh, is this Mecha Break? That's it. Yeah, I played a little bit of the it's in beta right now, isn't it? I played a little bit of this. It looked kind of neat. July 1st. That's like fucking right around the corner.
In this next title, small-scale players traverse the oversized world around them, filled with local wildlife and hostile machines. Built by a small 8-person studio, this is Infinitesimals.
Mechanicals approaching.
Oh, little robot guys. Oh, alien man. Oh, fuck. Oh, big bug. Qubit Studios.
We must now face a stark reality. The industrial civilization we were expecting to join is no more.
This looks like Grounded, but but with like the RTX on or some shit. This is kind of crazy though.
Whatever it takes, we find a way.
Infinitesimals. Okay, interesting.
2026 marks the 30th anniversary of a legendary video game franchise that I think we all know very well. Please check this out.
You said that kind of quiet, Jeff. What happened? Check this out.
Happy birthday to you.
God. Raccoon City.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Happy birthday.
Wait, what is this? Because they already...
Happy birthday to you. And to celebrate early, a special message from Takeuchi-san.
Hello.
マギーさんありがとうございます。カプコン竹内です。皆様のおかげでバイオハザードも30周年を迎えることができました。ありがとうございます。さて、お待たせしているバイオハザードの最新作なんですが、もう少しだけ、あと瞬きするぐらいの間だけお待ちいただければと思います。それでは、これからもバイオハザードシリーズよろしくお願いいたします。ありがとうございました。
Okay, so there's something Resident Evil coming
For
out.
that very special message, we cannot wait for when the time is right to share more leading into the
Probably a
anniversary
remaster.
of
That'd be
Resident
crazy.
Evil. Now it is time for the next big update for a beloved franchise.
Oh, wrestling!
Let's rumble.
These residents sure are evil.
Alex.
All right. I have a familiar feeling that an update for Pony Island 2 ain't coming. That's gonna be a bummer. Well, they'll probably release it as like a smaller event. Because there is like an indie games fest kind of thing, so that's probably where it'll be if it's going to come out. What is this? What are we watching here? What's happening? He's wrestling and having nightmares that he's anime people. Oh god! Oh god! He's Omega.
Street Fighter 6.
Oh, it's a ooh. That was a punch straight to the nards. Holy crap. Oh, okay. Street Fighter crossover. Makes sense. Oh. What's this funky dude doing?
Flag time, baby.
Jazzy. Whoop.
Julia's ring! Get him, y'all! Alejandro! Camilla Barbosa!
This is kind of neat. This has style. Lumberjack. It's like Fortnite, but specifically for characters from the 80s. I mean, they're not characters from the 80s, but it's like 80s vibe.
Countdown begins.
So you're hiding the flag, and then you gotta find it?
Adios.
Hmm. I feel like I'm missing something gameplay-wise there, but that looks kind of fun. Like it's like just capture the flag, basically.
That was Last Flag, a new online action game from the new indie studio Night Street Games, which is the ultimate game of capture the flag set in the 1970s. As you saw, the closed alpha will be starting later this year. Next, we have a beautiful new trailer for a Souls-like action RPG game developed in China by Lenzi, Wu Chong, Fallen Feathers, which is launching on July 24th.
That was the game there was another game that got showed. We're like, didn't we see this before? This was the game I was thinking of. Fallen Feathers.
Is this bloodshed really what you wanted? Fate is all set in stone. You can't change how it ends.
Bird Lady. Damn, so many feathers. Fallen Feather. No.
What will it take to finally awaken you?
Okay. Seems pretty cool. Brass Lion.
Gotta rescue them. This one we gotta protect. We cannot choose when people's dreams get snatched up out here.
Inspector that. Find Rizzo. Find Master Kill. Find Jizzle. Find Method. Find Rico. You find Cabot. Find Ghostface Killer.
Where is the Wu-Tang Clan?
Uh-oh.
Find them.
Rise of the Deceivers. Is this a game that Wu-Tang Clan made? Okay. I'm into it. Presented by Ghostface Killer. All right. Okay. Wu-Tang.
Ghostface Killer is calling on you to rescue his Wu brothers. Wu-Tang Rise of the Receiver is a new co-op action RPG with anime-style fighting, and it's the debut title from the 53-member Brass Lion Entertainment. Now,
okay.
here's a new look at Guild Wars 2, which has new updates, including player housing and is free to play.
Black
This weekend,
Queens?
to
No, it's
celebrate
Black
SGF,
Kings.
you
It's
can take
Wu-Tang
advantage
Clan.
of double XP all weekend long.
You know, the RZA, the Jizza, Ghostface Killer,
My calling takes me
all
far
them boys.
from home, where shared struggles form fast bonds.
My greatest advantage? Adaptability. Their greatest weakness? Me.
What is this? World of Warcraft 2?
My story.
My story is yours.
Start your story today. Oh, it's Guild Wars. Stupid. One store. 4 platforms. What? Mushroom Boy. Oh, the game, no? I don't know. Oh, a cat creature. Up. Kirby cat creature. Mongil Star Dive. Let's go. Anime RPGs. This little cat thing is pretty cute, though. Thought it was Genshin for a moment. Yeah, a lot of JRPGs kind of mostly just look like Genshin, which I'm not a huge fan of. I wish that more JRPGs sort of distinguished themselves art style wise. Oh yeah, and then Cyberpunk is on the Switch too, which I completely forgot fucking came out yesterday. Which is like, I don't know. The Switch 2's kind of off right now. The vibe's not there.
Animation style. Enter a surreal world.
But it looks like Cyberpunk looks like it's running pretty smooth on the Switch, which is impressive.
Literally, in this action roguelike. Here's Into the Unwell.
Into the Unwell? Ooh, yeah, very much. Bar. Okay, whoops.
Another relapse, huh?
This is kind of giving me Cuphead vibes a little bit. I like it though. I'm digging this very cartoony art style.
Maybe it's too much for someone like you. Delusional. It won't always be so easy.
Oh god, the eggplant man. That said Willy the Chili. Oh god.
You still look a little unwell.
Oops. Into the Unwell. That was kind of neat.
Hey
Again,
guys,
art style.
I'm Ian Prue, the
Pretty sick.
co-founder of 1047 Games. When we started Splitgate in our dorm room, we just wanted to make a game we could play with our friends. And 20
His hat says "Make FPS Great Again."
Now, with the help from our amazing community, we've built Splitgate 2.
I don't quite know how I feel about that,
Because I grew up playing Halo, and I'm tired of playing.
but I feel like it's one of those meme hats like you see.
And I wish we could have Titanfall 3. With Splitgate 2, we asked ourselves, how would we take portals to the next level? What if you could portal to entirely different worlds? So we combined the action, movement, and gunplay of arena shooters with the scale and intensity of something much bigger. Splitgate Battle Royale launches free right now, and it's fucking awesome.
I played this a little bit. It was in it was in like open beta or something. Or like open something. But I played this a little bit. It's kind of decent. It feels a little bit empty. But the gameplay loop feels pretty clean. Oh, they added like a whole bunch of new maps and stuff. Oh yeah. Okay. Definitely a lot more there. But yeah, I like it. It's pretty interesting. And this is from somebody who's not a big fan of these kinds of games. I am not good at at fucking FPS arena shooters. Like at all. I suck at them. But this one was kind of neat, kind of interesting. Oh yeah, this is much more than what I played. Ooh.
This is Splitgate.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to jump back into this and see how it's been updated, because this looks pretty slick now. All the new outfits and stuff. That was one of the things that was very like focused on it. Outfits.
Now we are honored to showcase the latest project.
Maybe not specifically, but that was like
RGG Studio in Japan.
A featurette. Ooh, okay. Cabaret. Detectives. Oh, he's gone. Oh, never mind. We're back. Oh, we're in Japan. Okay. You got to go. Oh, this is the Yakuza game. Forgot about that. Yeah. 1943.
It's time I close my eyes till
Oh, jeez. Yeah, because I think around that time period, like the 1940s, is when a lot more like Western culture started to bleed into the Japanese culture. So you saw a lot more people wearing like, you know, suits and ties and stuff like that.
Mako, Daito.
Daito. A Jap then, huh?
Don't I look like one?
You're not? So, what are you then?
Sana. 俺が知りてえや。
Project Century. Stranger Than Heaven. Oh, is it not? Oh. There is a Yakuza game coming out that's around that time period, isn't there?
We saw it at TGA last year as Project Century set in 1915, and now the full name has been revealed. Stranger Than Heaven, the brand new title from RGG Studio. This time it's now 1943, and knowing RGG, I'm sure more surprises are surely on their way. All right, well, we're almost done here, but we do have one final, very special global game announcement to share with all of you who've been waiting.
Silksong.
Today we've showcased a lot of projects
Pony Island 2
around the world, including many brand new studios, and we're proud of that. But this one comes from a studio that is no stranger to delivering blockbuster games time and again. When I first got a glimpse at this project last summer, I was absolutely blown away by the scale, scope, and ambition of this developer's
Oh, it's
vision.
the Yakuza studio.
And
Okay.
while there are many
That
places,
makes sense.
really any place this game
It looked very
can be
familiar.
revealed, we are
Like
so
the
deeply
engine and the
honored
gameplay style.
that we get to share it with the world right here at Summer Game Fest.
What do we got, Jeff? What are you showing us? What is this? FBI? I don't recognize anything so far.
Grace. Grace. Grace Ashcroft.
Yes?
My office.
Ashcroft. Oh, this is
Coming.
fuck. This is Silent Hill, isn't it? Because fuck, what was it? I forget the last Silent Hill.
If this is
Yeah, this
not
is Silent Hill.
what you asked for yesterday, it'll be ready in 3. No, 2 days tops.
Put a hold on that for now.
Because she's the daughter of the guy that died in the last one,
The others we've been investigating.
and she joined the FBI.
Now I need a good technical analyst on this.
Will you play a game after this? We're gonna do Fallout 4 modding after this.
I need your eyes on the crime scene. The Renwood Hotel. I know that's where your mother was murdered. Alyssa died 8 years ago. Perhaps it's time for you to face the past. Grace.
Uh-oh. Strapped to a table. That's never great. Oh, she upside down.
Hey!
Stay close. They're coming.
I know now that you're the one that I've been searching for. The special one. The chosen one. Miss Ashcroft.
Ooh.
Investigating all these strange deaths, huh?
We need to keep our voices down.
Have you seen the same shit I've seen?
Very good lighting.
Please know that you are my hope.
Everyone's gone.
Stay away from us!
Resident Evil Requiem. Okay. February 27th, 2026. Damn. All right. Now we're talking.
Resident Evil Requiem. And it will be playable to fans this August at Gamescom, where we'll also be hosting Opening Night Live on Tuesday, August 19th. Resident Evil Requiem marks a bold shift for the franchise, both in tone and gameplay, and today's reveal isn't just about survival horror. Expect high-stakes cinematic action too, with much more to share soon leading up to its launch on February 27th, 2026. Amazing. Thank you, Capcom. That was an amazing announcement. Glad we kept it a surprise. All right, that's going to do it for our live Summer Game Fest show. Let's thank our co-host, Lucy James. Didn't she do a great job, everyone? Good job. Lucy got to see the trailer for the first time.
I know.
Too.
I can't believe it. You kept that so secret.
Very top secret. All good. All right, well, there's much more Summer Game Fest to come. Make sure to visit summergamefest.com to see a listing of all the digital events this weekend. You can watch and to highlight even more games, including the Xbox Games Showcase on Sunday. And stay tuned online to see coverage of many of the playable games at Summer Game Fest Play Days that's taking place this weekend in LA.
And make sure to stay tuned for Day of the Devs, which is coming up next with additional new reveals from incredible independent studios around the world and deeper looks at some of the independent games we showcased today. Thanks so much, everyone.
Awesome, and thanks to you, Lucy. Great job co-hosting. All right, that's going to do it for Summer Game Fest. We will see you at Gamescom on August 19th. Thanks, everybody.
Hell yeah. That was a good ending. That was a fantastic way to end that. Wow. Resi 9. Let's fucking go. Okay. Give me a second here. Let me press some buttons. Where's this gonna open? That's gonna open over there. Okay, cool. Okay. Let me... Okay, cool. I only got one game I liked, Chronicles Medieval. What did I pull? Fractured Bloom looked kind of interesting. I'd be down to learn more about that. See what kind of story we got going on there. The Lego Party game looked really fun. Infinitesimal looked kind of interesting, where you were like a bug, but then there's like robots and crazy shit. That looked interesting. Mouse PI for Hire we've known about for a while. I like it because the art style is pretty really interesting. There was a lot of games that came out that had like art style centric an art style centric focus to them. Obviously, you know, Mouse PI, Into the Unwell was another one that I added on there. Whatever that puppet game was. Where was it? Summer Games Fest 2025. I should have noted that down. I can't believe I forgot to note down the fucking puppet game. That was so cool. No, that's all that. Okay. Okay, I found one that's an actual list of them. Rise of the Deceiver was interesting, the Wu-Tang Clan game. Last Flag with its whole like 70s vibe to the whole battle royale Fortnite kind of vibe to it was kind of neat. That's kind of interesting looking back on it now. There was a thing that said Capcom confirms a new Resident Evil is coming, but then in that same interview, or in the same showcase, they showed off RE9. So I was like, is that what they're talking about? Is it something different? I don't know. That's interesting. I missed it there because I had to step away. But whoever saw it, I've seen stuff from it before. Ill looks pretty crazy. It looks like what was it? Resident Evil Family? It was Resi 7, right? The one where they're in the house, and there's the family and stuff, and they're all like crazy and shit. It gave me similar vibes, but a lot more like visceral. It was pretty cool. Blighted had another interesting art style to it. There's a Scott Pilgrim game, another art thing. Axe of Blood, that's impressive because of how small the team was. Mixtape was another art style kind of game where it was like that was a big part of the interest. Let's see what else. Fractured Bloom, Nicktoons and the Dice of Destiny. That just looks weird. No vibes. No vibes. Lego's Voyagers looked kind of cute. Out of Words. that it? Yeah, Out of Words. Another art-based style game where the graphics were the big interesting thing. Killer In. Felt That Boxing. That's what it was. Let me add that to my review list. There's the Atomic Hearts 2 game. The Game of Thrones one. Code Vein 2. I don't know. Maybe I just don't know enough about Code Vein. It just looks like fucking Devil May Cry, but more anime. Chronicles Medieval was pretty crazy looking. Got some Death Stranding 2 stuff. Mortal Shell 2. Okay, cool. And then that was everything. Yeah, pretty decent lineup. Very interesting though. A lot of them had more of like, hey, this game is noteworthy because it's because of like the art style specifically, which like I don't think is a bad thing, but it was just interesting that was kind of like a repeated theme. You know?
Diamond City, it's my thing.
Okay. Turn the music down just a little bit more. Let me run and get some water and I'll be right back. And then we'll get modding.
We can shake it up a little, we can kick it up a notch. We can put it on the griddle, better get it while it's hot. I'll meet you in the middle, you can show me what you got. If you're feeling lucky tonight, ooh, Diamond City, yeah, that's my thing. I flash my style, I show my good neighbor. Train, train, woo-hoo. Train, train, woo-hoo. Train, train, woo-hoo. Round and round we go. You know you're trained to be a soldier at war. It was a game, but that was before we heard the bang, bang. And then it started to change. We took the train to the bottom again. We heard the boom, boom. It was a horrible sound. And in the gloom, we went underground. Now in the room, we're jamming the sounds. Go round and round and round. Can't go forward, can't go back. Set your mind at ease, you better relax. Throw yourself a party wherever you're at. And dance your blues apart. Tomorrow you can start finding a way back to civilization. Stay, and have a good time. No need to pay. The pleasure is mine until the train is ready to climb again.
Okay, I'm back. Got some water. Let's get modding. Okay, let me pull up the correct window here. 5 hours later, I finally finished the AT-AT. Oh, ATTE. Is that a different one? Oh, it's that one. The crawler thing. I forgot about that one. Nice. Okay. Let's see. Where is it? So not in there. That means it's gonna be here. And duplicate. Put that right there, that right there. Pull you down. Good. Okay, let's see. So the last thing we did was the armor. Whoops, wrong one. Or not armor, we did weapons last time. Let me do some rearranging here. Oh, right. Let me...
That can't be beat. I got eyes that are looking for love. I just need a man who's man enough.
Okay.
I got arms.
Let me put the
I've got
link in the
with me at night. I've got all
description for anybody who's watching on YouTube. You can sort of follow along with what mods we're tinkering with. There we go.
the casual lover
Do, 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 do.
in the morning light. I want
There we
a
go.
man who can stand on his own without looking for another lover every
Do I have a
night.
smaller link than that?
If you got style and
I guess
know
not.
how to
Alright, fair enough.
use in a smile,
Close those. Done that. Move that over there.
if you're a guy who is
I guess that's fine.
gentle and tough,
Okay, let's see.
who's man enough.
What do we want to work on? We want to work on something farther down on the list.
Baby, that's you.
Weapons and armor. Let me see here.
I see you
Okay.
over there.
So we got Savrin's X Weapons HD reskin. It basically makes the makes the weapons a little bit more high quality, in detail rather. I guess I could get myself like a Gauss rifle or a rocket launcher or something.
Need another casual lover walking out the door in the morning.
I don't know how necessary this is, because... Well, let's find out. I guess we'll use this as a reference point. The Institute laser. We'll see what the in-game model looks like, and then we'll take a look at this. Because this is one of those mods that is like nice, but isn't super necessary. You know, it's just a high quality or a higher quality one, and since it hasn't been updated in like 6 years. Let me do this. Cool. Okay. Let's put that right over there. And then I'm going to run loot just to be safe. And then we'll check this out. I like that it's slightly dirty. I also like that, but with the... It's one of those things where it's like, if it doesn't work anymore, then it's not going to be a huge loss. Not like the fucking... goddamn photo mode mod. I'm still so fucking tilted about that shit. The last update regarding anything Pony Island 2 was Daniel Mullen uploading an original soundtrack by Jonah about 7 months ago. Well, that's not damn near enough. We need more Pony Island, goddammit. Do, burn me, please. Okay. Yeah, we'll go into this one. Yes. So I was, I had to, so last week I wasn't able to stream on Saturday because, I was having some computer issues. Long story short, I lost some stuff, but I was able to build back fairly quickly because I had a lot of stuff saved over. I had stuff backed up. It just hadn't been backed up for like 2 weeks, so there was a lot of stuff that I didn't have anymore and a lot of stuff that I did have. In the process, though, I had lost all of the modding progress that I did. but I was able to get it back. One of the interesting things I noticed that you're not going to be able to see in this specific instance, because I don't have the mod open, is the visuals I have going on right now are, I think it's better lights. Hold on, let me see. Fallout 4. Better lights. Okay, yeah, it's this mod. Enhanced lights and FX. You can see sort of the before and after of the area that we're currently in. It doesn't look exactly like this bottom one because I have NAC X running as well, and the reactor ENB as well. So it doesn't look exactly like this. Obviously, as you can tell, it looks a little bit darker. There we go. A little bit darker, lighting's a bit off. But effectively, and I don't know why, whenever I plug in the M2 flamethrower or the backpacks of the Commonwealth mod, the sort of like fog effects that are farther back, like just specifically because of distance, for whatever reason, those, like, the fogs all of a sudden turn like really low quality, like bluish green for some reason. I don't know why. Like, I can show you guys what it looks like. I have no idea what the deal is. Let me real quickly give myself cigarettes. Let's give ourselves a terminal, or an institute weapon real quick. Weapons, energy, other. Nope. Laser, because it's a laser weapon. Institute laser. Okay. Rifle. Okay. Drop it. All right, let's see here. Let's do this. SUCSM 1. Okay, so this is what our Institute gun looks like. Let me get a screenshot, and then I'm gonna get a screenshot using OBS just to have it, because the Steam stuff's sometimes kind of hard to find. Do I have the fucking... No, it's not. Okay, fair enough. So this is what it looks like now. Pretty decent quality. But now let's TFC. Let's hold on. Load. You have to save. Yeah, that's fine. Let's quit, and then we're gonna do two things. One, right here, backpacks of the Commonwealth. I'll turn that on so I can show you guys the again, the weird visual quirk. I have no idea what the fuck it is. Can I close it? Oh no, there it is. Okay. Let's do this. Okay, yeah. Download. No one. There we go. But yeah, I think there was some pretty good games at the showcase there. For me specifically, I don't think there was anything that was like, oh my god, yes, I've been waiting for this forever. But there were some good ones. There were a lot that kind of surprised me. As like, wow, okay, this is a really interesting concept, or a really neat looking game. Like that puppet game. That was real funny. And then what were some of the other ones? I'm so fucking bad at just remembering anything. the Lego Party game. That looked pretty neat.
I said I need a favor. I'm a little short of caps, but I'm a good neighbor.
Okay, there we go.
Took a dive.
Okay, cool. Sorry, I just wanted to bring up the proper pages there for my notes. Okay, so we got that. Yes, we do. We ran loot. Let's jump back in.
We can shake it off a little. We can keep it up. We can
Put it on the griddle.
I'll meet you in the middle. You can show me what you got. If you're feeling lucky.
A lot of stuff I'd be curious about the lore or world, but none of them was really speaking to me. Purchasing wise. Yeah, like nothing jumped out. I was like, oh, I gotta drop money on this fucking right now. Like I need to pre-order this shit immediately. Yeah, I'm kind of the same. The only thing that probably maybe would be that for me, would be ill, but that was mostly just because I've had my eye on it for a while because it looks real fucking visceral and crazy. But other than that, I'd probably say that the only one that is like, it's very much the same thing. Maybe the only one that's like, oh, like I gotta buy this would probably be like the Lego Party game. Oops, TFCS. TFCL. What the fuck was I even typing there? But yeah, a lot of them are just more games. So I'm like, oh, okay, I'm interested in checking out more about that. But yeah, nothing really that like jumped out as like, oh, I gotta buy this. Okay, so let's get that picture. Okay. So yeah, that's what it does to the shadowing, and I'm not 100% sure what's causing that. Because again, remember, we plugged in the only mod that we turned on, or to be more specific, the only mods that do this, that create this weird green hazy background, are that M2 flamethrower mod and Backpacks of the Commonwealth, both of which, and this is true, don't mess with fog lighting. They're a weapon and a backpack mod. So I'm not entirely sure what is causing this weird green, whatever the fuck is going on here with the shading and stuff. Because if you remember when we loaded in before, all of this was just like dark. This was darker stuff. So I don't know what is all going on here in the background. But that's something I'm gonna have to test in the interim between now and when we actually start. And then if I can figure out what the root cause for this is, then I can work around it. I just can't think of what it would be. Because like unless it's like, I don't know, it's so weird because I don't really understand what is being conflicted here. Because it's like, it's a lighting or a fog thing. And it's like, because I don't know, I suppose I could try turning off the enhanced lighting mod, see if that does anything. But it's weird because I don't know why that would be conflicting with a backpack mod or a weapon mod and creating this weird green hue. But that's Fallout modding. A lot of it's just fucking trial and error testing shit. Okay, so let me open this.
Can't go forward, can't go back. Set your mind at ease, you better relax. So throw yourself a party.
Cool. Okay,
Finding your way back to civilization.
so
You can stay.
this is the mod, or this is the gun before We put in Savrin X Weapon HD DLC at fallout4.com Nexus. So this is the weapon before, and then this is the weapon after. Slightly different angle. It's a bit off, but yeah, it doesn't really look that different. This ain't Summer Games Fest. Sues Tosi for false advertising. We were streaming the Summer Games Fest. You're just late as shit, and now we're doing other things like finger painting and eating Play-Doh and figuring out what's causing that weird fucking fog collusion. Also, I don't know why the image is moving like this. Like that, and that, and that, and that. Probably because this is the one that I grabbed, and so I moved it over. So that's probably, that would make sense. But yeah, visually, there's not really much. Like, you can, like, this, because this is the before one, right? This is the before one. And then this is the after. You can see a little bit of scratching right there. Like, there's a little bit of damage right there on the handle. Or the that's not even the butt. Whatever this part of the gun is. And like, I guess there's a little bit more texture there. There's a little bit of, yeah, there's a, you can kind of see like right here. I don't know what's going on here. What's going on here? Maybe it's just a lighting thing, but like there's a little bit more texture around the around this part of the gun. A little detail right there. I guess maybe this part right here is more silver. I guess maybe this inside part's a little bit more detailed compared to the original. It's not that big of an upgrade. It's not a super big upgrade. Play-Doh is really salty. It really is. I don't know what the fuck that's all about. But yeah, there's not really a whole lot going on here. It definitely did change. This bottom part specifically is the biggest change with this damage right here. So it is working, but it's not really a huge upgrade. It doesn't really change too much about the game. Or maybe not the game, but like the presentation here, as it were. So yeah, like it's a nice little touch. It's a nice little touch, but seeing as how there's not really like a mod limit, but like things start to get a little bit goofier after a certain point. This would probably be one of those things where you don't like this. This feels like, because I feel like I'm still like, even with my full mod list, I still feel like I'm a good ways away from being at that point where things start to get weird. But this definitely isn't. This is definitely like an optional mod. It adds a little bit of detail, but probably not enough to where it's gonna be super important in the load order. The middle a bit lower from the battery also looks more reflective, so middle a bit lower from the battery. Whoops. Oh, like this area right here. Right there. Yeah, it could also just be that because the second picture was taken at a slightly different angle, this area right here has more light on it. You can see like right there. Like right there, like this looks more smoother, but here it looks a little bit more textured. Either way, the big takeaway with this mod is it works, which is nice, but most likely not super important for the load order. Let me close that. Let me close that. Where am I? Okay, there I am. Wanted to make sure I wasn't in the way here on screen with my jiggly self. But yeah, not bad. It works, but Yeah, probably gonna leave this one out. I'll leave that off for now. And then I guess I should probably come up here and turn backpacks back off. For now, anyway. We can worry about fine-tuning the testing a little bit later. Because again, I don't know. I don't know what is causing that weird fog collision thing. Not collision, but like that weird fog texturing. How the fuck do I strike through on Word? Or on Google Docs? Strike through. Shift Alt 5. Okay. Shift Alt 5. And it works. That's weird. Okay. I'm just gonna tag that one as unnecessary. What's this next one here? This one is the last one in weather and lighting. Control Shift 5. Shift Alt 5. Alt Shift 5, yeah.
I see you looking round.
Okay, this is...
Come on inside.
Okay, so this one is NAC X Fogline Fix, White Landscape Fix plus Realistic Winds. I don't know what the Realistic Winds thing is, but basically what it does, at the before, you can kind of see there's this white outline on trees that are farther in the distance. But the fix is it just gets rid of those outlines so they don't, stand out like that. So this is another one of those like real small mods that like doesn't really do a whole lot for the larger game, but is one of those like fine-tuning kind of things. Hello Toshi, how you doing? I'm pretty good. We just watched the Summer Games Fest. Wrapped up about 30 minutes ago. There were some pretty good ones. Probably the big reveal that they saved at the end was a little video basically announcing Resident Evil 9. Realistic Winds. Yeah, let's load that in. Ooh, do I have that one? Oh, wait, no. Interesting. This one might not work because it requires a mod that is no longer on the Nexus. So I guess we'll see what happens.
We're thirsty for a brand new kind of pleasure.
Okay.
Oh, are you hungry to be somebody else?
I saw that. I'm excited. I'm kind of excited too. Not just for that, but for like a lot of the games that were announced. There were some really, really neat looking ones. It was interesting because there was a lot of the games had a similar sort of had a similar focus to them. A lot of them seemed to be focused a lot more on the style, the presentation style, the medium at which they were in which they were presented. There was a game, I think it was called No Words, that was all done in stop motion. There was another game, something unwell, I can't remember. It had a very like cartoony sort of vibe to it, a cartoony sort of appearance, and like actual proper like toon appearance, kind of like little bit like rubber hose style, like Cuphead. There were just like so many games that had this sort of like you know, like it was so cool. There was one that it was like the game was like all puppets and stuff, and not like that that one horror game where you're being chased by like Sesame Street characters, but like actual like, you know, fur felt like fucking Elmo's World kind of puppets where they all got like fur and stuff like that. It was really cool. Do I have the I can't tell if I have the proper. No, I don't. Okay, let me go ahead and turn that on just for prosperity's sake.
Can shake it up a
Knack X. No, it's not that one. I do need to be in here in general though. No. Settings, turn that on. And then we want to go to fog. I think it's this one. Yes, this will work.
I do the boys a favor with all my manual labor. It's good to be a good neighbor.
Into Unwell, that's what it was called. Cuphead vibes, but not 2D. It was a little bit 2D, but it was more like 2.5D, you know, where it was like there's that mix between 2D and 3D, like that exact middle ground. Requiem got me hyped. Yeah, I've sort of talked about this a couple times over my would it be Dark Fog? I don't think it would be Dark Fog. Let me load here and see what happens. No, we want the other one, the regular fog. Cuz like Resident Evil and Silent Evil and Silent Hill have always been, in my mind anyway, more so like competitors in a sense. And so it was always one of those things where it's like Resident Evil kind of always felt like the more popular game, but I was always a little bit more partial to Silent Hill. So it's always good to see more games from long-running series like that. But for me personally, as someone who just kind of, you know, casually keeps up with the game's story a little bit by watching, like, you know, fucking Jacksepticeye play it and stuff like that, it was never something I was super into. But I'm like keeping up with him, like, okay, cool. Let's see what we got. Let's see where we go with this. Like, I'm probably not gonna buy the game. Well, most likely not gonna buy the game myself. But like, you know, I'll watch Jack play it. I'll watch Mark play it. I'll watch somebody play it. Probably be Jack. He's the one that usually ends up jumping on Resident Evil before most people. I don't know if this mod is functioning or not. I mean, I think it is. I think it is. Let me do that, and then let's save, and then quit, and then turn it off and see what happens. Resident Evil sounds like a horror game stand-in for some movie universe that won't pay royalties to either of them. Welcome to Resident Evil. And it's like it's like it's trying to be a nondescript Resident Evil game, but instead of being set in, like, you know, a city filled with zombies, it's set in like an old folks home, and you're not really like fighting zombies or anything. You're just fighting old people. Fucking little old lady comes out and like, oh, are you the man from the choir? And then you're like, suck it, granny. And she's like, oh, my hip. And then falls over and is dead. Oh, jeez. But yeah, it's that's funny. That's pert the silly. All right, let's load back in and see what happens. Because like I said with the picture there, what it's supposed to be is it's just supposed to get rid of the white outline around trees, or sort of the white hazy look that comes in. But this doesn't look all that different. Let's take another picture and see what happens. See what it looks like. There we go. But yeah, there were some really good games that got shown. I don't know. It's one of those things where it just kind of always bums me out. What the fuck is this? Wait, hold on. Oh, okay, so that's that. What are you? Why are you in here? Oh, maybe I accidentally saved that there. That would make sense. It's just one of those things that makes me miss it just makes me miss E3, you know? Because like E3 was like the big thing, and like Summer Games Fest is just one of those things where it's like, oh, it's still like a thing and stuff. It's still cool. There's still a lot of fun games that get shown, but it doesn't have the same sort of like hype level to it, right? Which I think is kind of a bummer, but it's also kind of one of those things that you can't really do anything about. So it's just kind of like, all right, it's cool, I guess. Yeah, it just kind of makes me miss the like big things, because like I feel like that's more just the Game Awards now, which isn't until December. So it's just kind of like we're just kind of hanging out until then. I always found it funny how Markiplier played Doom games compared to Jacksepticeye, like how Jack plays Resident Evil compared to Mark. Does Mark play more Doom than Jack? I remember watching Jack. He did like I think 3 episodes of Doom Eternal. But as far as like Doom specifically goes, I never really followed them that closely on that front. But yeah, I don't know. I just think Mark is just way too busy with his movie projects and stuff. Which I saw. What was it? Into Sleep, was it? That movie or that TV show that he made that was on Amazon, but is now, I think, only on Tubi for some reason, which kind of bums me out because that kind of feels like he got downgraded, which really sucks because the acting wasn't fantastic, but it was still pretty damn good considering the fact that it was from an independent creator. The story is definitely the thing that carries the entire performance. Overall, the acting was pretty good. Like I'd probably give it like a B+, right? Yeah. It's been, I had a friend watch it recently and he sort of like we talked about it a little bit. I had watched it a long time ago, so I can't recall directly a lot of memories. I just remember really enjoying it. But noting like the acting's not like the best, but it's pretty good. Jack never finished Doom Eternal. I wouldn't be surprised. that's kind of the YouTuber thing. You start a game to hype it up. It's relevant for like, you know, a week, maybe 2. And unless you like get real attached to it, and more so specifically the fans get way into it, you don't keep playing it. That's why when Starfield came out and I was uploading Starfield stuff, didn't really get a whole lot of views. So I'm like, all right, well, I guess I'll just play it in my own time. That's fine. But yeah, that's just kind of the nature of Let's Play games. Unless your audience latches onto it, you play it in your own time. Okay, so when we're looking at this mod specifically, the only difference that I'm noting is that in the modded version, you can see right here, you can see more fog around the grass compared to the unmodded version. And like, I guess it's a little, the fog is a little bit more detailed in the background here, like in these areas. Which is like, you know, it's a small thing. To be honest, I don't even really know if this is like a 1-to-1 thing, because it's like, you know, the fog could have changed between load ups. But as far as like outlines and stuff, I'm not really seeing a huge difference, but I'm also not really seeing a lot of the issue. Like, I didn't really see a whole lot of trees that had that sort of outline to them. But seeing as how the mod came out in 2023, it might have been something that got fixed in an update. Because, like, you can kind of see, like, with this. I guess also there's not really many, like, big bushy trees like this. So this probably could be a modded thing. Let's see here. Did you come in just for the beer and cigarettes? The required fog line fix is removed from the Nexus. I'll upload it when I return to Fallout 4, but I can't for now. This is back in April. What's the actual thing you changed for the landscape fix? Bro, it changes nothing. The mountains are still white.
Or maybe just one more. But if you're searching for something to bring you comfort,
big bushy trees. Mark finished it because he loves Doom. Jack probably did the same thing. Jack probably just didn't see the same level of frothing anticipation, or, you know, Mark's fans probably took to his videos probably did better than Jack's, and Jack probably saw it as like, okay, you know, people like it, but it's not really like doing like, you know, full series run numbers. So I'll just play this in my free time. Cause like, you know, again, that's just the way Let's Plays go. I did, this was, so before I did, the whole follower Toshi thing, I did a different channel, where I did just like straight, playthrough, video game playthroughs, which was kind of funny because if I remember correctly, I wanted that channel to be sort of more like a news and information sort of focused thing. And then I just ended up playing video games. But I did a full playthrough. What was I playing? I know I did Saints Row the Third, and then I did heavy Brutal Legend. That's what it was. I did Brutal Legend, and then I was doing Red Dead Redemption 2. And I think I did something else. I can't remember what, but because I was like a nobody content creator, those didn't get views and stuff. But when you're doing Let's Play series like that, it's always very relevant to the size of your audience. If you have a small audience and you get a couple views on it and stuff like that, then, you know, it's understandable that's like, okay, well, this isn't getting too many views, but I'm pretty small, so like, you know, I'm having fun with the game. I'm just gonna keep going, and then we'll just see what happens. But if you're a larger content creator and you see that not as many people in your community are enjoying the style of content that you're making compared to, or well, maybe not the style of content, but like that specific game compared to, you know, other games, like Jack did basically like a full playthrough of Schedule 1, and people were loving it. And then he did the same thing with Doom, but it was another one of those it was, from what I have seen, it seemed to be another one of those situations where it's like, you know, people were enjoying it, but it was also like, you know, maybe because the game was like free on Game Pass and stuff, it was one of those situations where you're like, oh, I could literally just go and play this, like this whole thing myself, for like, you know, the cost of like going to lunch, right? For a month subscription, and then finish it in the amount of time it would take you from Jack's first release to his last release, which was episode 3, where I think in total he played like 6 hours of the game, which is a pretty decent chunk of the game. But it's like, time-wise and cost associated, it was a lot easier for other people to just go and play it themselves. Obviously, you know, there's people that come for Jack's humor and stuff like that. But I feel like the numbers thing was definitely a big contributing factor as to why he didn't continue the series. I mean, it could be a matter of like, you know, 2 hours from now he's gonna drop episode 4. So, you know, who knows? But that's kind of how it read to me. Again, this mod kind of does a little bit, but it doesn't really do much. I'll leave it in the load order, but I'll leave it off. That's another one of those things that I think needs further testing. Let me mark this as yellow, I think. What was the game that had the tribute to Mark's dad in the books? I'm pretty sure that was Eternal. I'm pretty sure that was Doom Eternal. Yeah. No, yeah, it was, because that was a more recent one. But yeah, that was great. That was very sweet of them to do that. Okay, so that's that. Ooh, yeah. Okay, this is kind of a big one. So this one is Cross Crit Gore Overhaul. So what this does is, normally when you get a crit with like a laser weapon or a plasma weapon, it'll just turn them to goo or like a bundle of ash or a little pile of ash. This one will it will still do that, but it'll still have like the skeletons and their corpse and stuff. It'll just like liquefy everything off of them. Very brutal inclusion, but it's very Fallout. I don't think I've ever seen that happen with the Super Mutants though. That's crazy. That's a crazy one. But yeah, this is a nutso mod. Okay, let's get this in here. And then this is gonna be a pretty easy one. We just gotta kill people with laser weapons. Does that add a thing to it? Yes, it does. It adds 2 things. Crits. Oh, just one for Far Harbor. That makes sense. All right, let me put that right there. It's also because, probably because Jack never had the love of Doom compared to Mark, who played the original Doom 1993. I mean, maybe. I don't know what Jack's play history with Doom is, but it is very much one of those things to where it's like, you know, if the audience isn't feeling it and you're not feeling it, like, it doesn't make sense. But it's always like audience comes first. If the audience isn't enjoying the playthrough, then there's no reason to keep playing through it. Because if it's a game you don't like, but you're just playing for, you know, the trend and stuff, and the audience doesn't end up liking it, then it's like, oh, thank God. Now I don't ever have to play this game ever again. But if it's a situation where, like, you enjoy playing the game, but the audience isn't really feeling it, then it's like, oh, fuck, thank God. Now I can just play this in my free time and I don't have to worry about anything. It's always a very, because, I mean, it's just literally all about what the audience wants to do, or what the audience wants to see. Okay, let's see. Oh, it's because I dropped it, that's why. TGM. Cool. Let's go somewhere and murder some people. Oh, I forgot the fucking... Okay, hold on one sec.
Don't need another casual lover walking out the door in the morning light. I wanna
Okay, so it's not there, which means it's gonna be in here. Alright, sorry, hold on. I noticed that there are a couple mods that I did not... that I forgot to re-download. There's one of them, and the other one is Fallout for smaller map icons mod.
You might be the man who's man enough.
Is it? Yes, it is. Okay. Cool. We'll worry about that in a sec. Wake up. There we go. Cool. Let's go somewhere where there's raiders. I don't really want to go to Lexington, but Lexington might be the easiest area. Yeah, let's go to the assembly plant. Corvega, here we come. Okay, let me get set back up here real quick. Okay. Oh, no, this one. So we'll go here, and then NAC X, and then let's go with Pleasant Clear Sky. All right, a little bit easier to see now.
He's gentle and tough. You might be the man.
I'm gonna get you. You better watch out. I'm gonna laser beam you.
Hell yeah.
Working? Yeah, it's working. He's a skeleton. Alright, I'll just... There we go. Sick. Okie dokie. So everyone's dead here. Let's do a quick save. Pop on out. So that one's working. That's cool.
Like an earthquake,
Let me get these two plugged in here. Cross-core overhaul. So that's good. Oops. Wrong one. Oh, come on. There we go. Cool. Good. I'll test those weapon mods later. I think Body Slide and Outfit Studio was a dependent thing that's needed for something else. So we'll leave that off for now. And that'll tell us when we need that. Get these ones downloaded real quick. Baby, it's just you. Okay, so now we need this one and this one. Cool. All right. There it is. Get that one. Far Harbor. Nuki World. Okay. Turn these ones on. Whoops. Oh. There we go. And we've already tested these ones. I just forgot to re-download them. So this is good. Let's run loop. And then we're good. At least as far as these mods go. Okay, so close that. No update. Sick.
Baby, it's just you. Radiating through and through. Oh, baby, it's just, baby, it's just, baby, it's just you.
I'm so ready to play the Space Marine remaster. Didn't that just come out? Talk about Space Marine 2? Are you talking about the original one? I guess it would make more sense that the original one would be coming out as a remaster. Oh yeah, there it is. It's pretty clean. When did the game originally come out? Warhammer 40,000 Space Marine. The Master Crafted Edition. Oh, that was an Xbox 360 game. Chat, that was an Xbox 360 game. Bruh. I remember that cover too. Wow, damn. When did that come out though? Came out in 2011. This game's almost as old as fucking Fallout New Vegas. Oops. There we go. Okay, we'll leave Body Sliders aside. League of Companions. So this one I don't think is working. Oh, that's the mod configuration thing. Okay, so that's the other one, and you know, yeah, that one. So we'll set that aside. This one we can check pretty easily. Tumba Jumba's combat armor. Fucking classic. Clean. Dominant. Fucking sick. Looks badass as hell. Pretty sure that this one should work. Because the last update was like a couple months after it first released, and that was back in 2016. So, yeah, this one's been out there for a while. Wow, the last post was in 2022. Oh, nope, never mind. There's one in 2024. Back in August, damn. I solved this problem. Delete and reinstall game, and delete all of your mods and reinstall mods without. Oh, the AWCKR mod. Yeah, that was giving people issues a little bit ago. ModWorks next gen. Yeah. Okay. So I'm going to take that on faith and just install that outright. Sick. Okay. I guess we should keep that in downloads. So let me mark that in green. Get out of here, Epic Games. Okay. Player settlements. Approval settlers, scrap everything. Settlement height unlocked. Alright. Let's start with place everything.
Took a walk out in the fence.
It's updated in May 2024, so that's a good sign. Installer. For SE Arc. Oh, that one. Okay. Okay, cool. So let's do that, and then let's add scrap everything on top of it. That was updated in May. It was updated last month. Hell yeah. Okay, that's good.
The mutant stopped to savor all my bad behavior. It's all in a day's work when you're a good neighbor.
Okay.
We can shake it up a little. We
And
can
then
kick it up a notch.
this one we can
Put
add.
it on the grid. Better get it while it's hot. I'll meet you in the middle. You can show me what you got.
Probably do this as well.
Lucky tonight, Diamond City, yeah, it's my thing.
This one says it's working on the next gen update, so I will also take that on faith. Settlement height unlocked. You can build up a lot more.
It's good to be a good
Yes, that one. Captain Titus is the Master Chief of the Space Marine games, basically. Yeah, he's the guy that's on the cover, isn't he? The blue armor and stuff like that.
We can shake it up a little.
Turn that on.
It up a notch. We can put it on the griddle. Better get it while it's hot. I'll meet you in the middle. You can show
Yeah,
me
here.
what you got.
Individual DLC support, don't select any of these if you're using the Ultimate Edition. I don't know if I am using the Ultimate Edition, actually.
I flash my style. I show my rings.
Just scrap everything. I suppose if I can't scrap the stuff I want to scrap, I can always just go back and reinstall the mod. That shouldn't be an issue. Let's get the player settlement stuff turned on. Good. And then let's run loot. Let's fucking make some money.
It's good to be a good.
Okay. Good. Good. All right. Let's hop on in. So, just in settlement heights, there's some new items that I added. Scrapping stuff and then placing stuff anywhere. Sick. Round and round we go.
You know you train to be a soldier at war. It was a game.
Yeah, he is also highly resistant or immune to the warps shit. Never played any of the Warhammer games, so I'm gonna take that as a you got it, Chief. Because I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
You better relax, throw yourself a party wherever you're at, and dance your blues apart. Tomorrow you can start finding a way back to civilization.
What's all this then? Well, we were watching the Summer Games Fest, but then it's over, and now we're doing Fallout 4 modding to round out the stream. Ah, sunlight. Ah! Laser beams. Okay, let's just fast travel there. Sanctuary. Oh, come on. There we go. There were some pretty good games at the Summer Games Fest, though. A lot of them had a very, like, the big sell of this game is the art style, which is pretty dope.
So you can stay and have a good time. No need to pay. The pleasure is mine until the train.
My skin burns. Yeah, all this direct sunlight.
It's ready to climb again.
I mean, not right now, but like, you know. There's no fucking sun. Okay, so let's do this. Settlement's ours, and then let's try the place anywhere thing. Cool, that works.
I got lips.
We're testing the settlement height here, seeing how high up we can go.
That are looking for love. I just need
It's pretty damn high. It's funny because like this is one of those mods that I've had for a very long time. Specifically because it's, I don't know, there's some building ideas you have where it's like, oh, I want this to be like, I think it was actually I'm outside the build area now. That higher? I think. No, yeah. It is. I think. I'm pretty sure. Let's see. Yeah, that's pretty damn high. I think, if I'm remembering correctly, because there's, do I have it? I think I might. This is also another one of the mods that I downloaded. Window boards. Other such things. Barricades. Put over, like, broken doors, broken windows, stuff like that. Same with roof and floorboards. Oh yeah, that's a bunch. Where was it? I can't remember where the tree one was. But there's a, is it in prefabs? Maybe it is? Yeah, there it is. So this guy, if I delete this, ooh, that's not good. I can't delete everything. Ooh, I'm gonna have to tinker with that. But like you can I could have no, you can. With the delete anything mod, you can get rid of this tree, and then if you have this treehouse mod, you can place it like right here. I think without the build height settlement, the settlement build height, I think it cuts off like on like the third level here. Because I think I had it once before and I tried to put stuff in this upper level, but I couldn't because it was like too high. So I think like it just doubles the maximum height. Maybe it was on the top, I can't remember. Either way, this seems to be working. The height thing is working. The scrap everything mod isn't working though, which is kind of concerning. Oops. I can't scrap that. That's weird. Scrap this, though. Okay. Strange.
like an earthquake, starting to roll. I felt my world shake.
Okay. Let's do a save. And then let's see. So the settlement height thing works. The windows and floorboards thing works. Good. Oops. Shit. Go away. Come on. There we go. Settlement height works.
Baby, it's just you. Help me rescue my heart. Save me from falling apart.
Place everywhere works.
Baby, I'm sure you've got the power, you've got the
Like scrap everything isn't working, which is weird because it updated in May.
track or a card deck. Missing a jack. What's the Queen of Hearts to do? 'Cause baby, it's just you.
Imagine a proper vampire mod with actually dealt with sun. That'd be interesting, but I feel like that would be a lot of work from like the ground up, because the game wasn't intrinsically built to take shadows into consideration. And that would specifically tracking the sunlight would have to be a big part of the game, and I don't think like mechanically the game can do that. Question mark. But that would be pretty crazy though. Maybe it'd be a thing where like if you're outside or like above ground during specific times of the day, it'd be a little bit easier. But yeah, that'd be crazy. It would just kind of be like a question of like, how could you properly implement that? Scrap everything, place everywhere. Okay, so I'm seeing a comment on the board for the scrap everything mod that says that their mod isn't working. It isn't working. It says check your load order. It should be put in the last possible or closest to the last. If it doesn't, this doesn't fix it. It may be another mod conflicting. You've had to check though. No issue on my end. I'm using it in NG. I can't speak for any issues, even old. Not sure what he means by NG.
And pull up a chair. No need to feel like a stranger, 'cause we're all a little strange in here. Have you
But I think
history that needs erasing? Did you come in just for the beer and cigarettes? A broken down dream you're tired of chasing.
That's 2022. That's way too far back. 2025. Wow, weird. There's a post from February 10th, 2022, and then the next one after that is from May 2nd, 2025. So there was like almost a 3-year gap where nobody was posting in this mod's board, including the update year. That's weird. Okay. Yeah, they're down here too. Window board and wet. That's interesting. Okay, what if I just turn these ones off? What happens then? Because this is attached to wet, and that's just a water editing mod. Let's see what happens. Because it's the one guy said like, oh, it has to be like as close to the end as possible, or like at the very bottom. So it's like, let's test that theory. Let's see what happens.
So sit down your pretty face. You came
to the right place.
Oh, where every night it starts once more. I'm telling you, Fred.
Yeah.
You're searching.
Yes. I think. If not, we can like start a new game and zip on through and check that. Okay. Could delete that. Still can't delete this. Strange. I suppose what we could do in this instance... Let's get out of here. There we go. Okay. Suppose what we could do in this instance is... That'd be like a just like testing that specific mod. Just to see if it works with no other mods attached. And that sounds like a pain in the ass.
With a man about some cans. He asked me what's your flavor.
Wait, what? Where'd it go? Hold on.
I'm a little short of caps, but I'm a good neighbor.
Scrap everything. There it is. Oh, it's why is it way the fuck up here? Did I not run loot?
With nothing on. The mutant stopped to savor all my bad behavior.
Okay. Let's try moving this way down.
We can shake it up a little. We
Okay,
can kick
there.
it up a notch.
Let's give that a try.
We can put it
I don't know why loot didn't put that at the very bottom or somewhere near the bottom.
I'll meet you in the middle. You could show me what you got. If you're feeling lucky tonight, Diamond
City.
It's my thing.
Show my rings.
I
Do 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 do. But from what I'm seeing here on the mod list, or on the page for it anyway, it does seem like it should still be functioning properly. It's just having some issues with actually functioning properly right now. Also, I'm looking at the release date and the last update date, and it's crazy that this mod is almost 10 years old. That's wild. Okay, now it's working. All right, neat. So that just needs to be moved around in the mod list. Hopefully when I do... hopefully when I update... when I run loot next, it's not gonna fuck everything up, but I guess I just have to remember to move the scrap everything mod if it's no longer working. Let's do this. Cool. Alright, so make a note.
do the boys a favor with all my manual labor.
Manually move to bottom of mod list. Cool. All right.
Good.
So place everywhere is working. Recruitable settlers. Is that the one I'm thinking of? I think so. Maybe not.
You know you train to be a soldier at war. It was a game. But that was before
right.
We heard the bang bang.
Let's do this.
And then it started to change. We
Oh wait.
to the bottom again.
No, I don't think so. Okay. We'll do.
We went underground, now in the room. We're jamming the sounds, go round and round and round. Can't go forward, can't go back.
Okay, there's some mods on this one that seem to be working.
Tomorrow you can start.
Or comments, rather, that indicate that the mod is working. So let's download this. And I'll show you guys this here in a second. And then we'll also... I don't know, this is slightly different. That one's a little bit harder to validate, so we'll skip that one for now. This one is Recruitable Settlers. turn this on. Cool. Yeah. And recruitable settlers is literally just what it sounds like. There are multiple different settlers that you can find throughout the game, and they're just recruitable people that you can find. And I think they have, if I remember correctly, they all have. Well, no, yeah, no, yeah. I think that they all have individual voice actors, and they have, I believe they have specific like stats and characteristics and stuff. They don't have any like, you know, like missions or quests or anything attached to them. But they're cool. They're just kind of like unique named people out there in the world that you can hire and recruit and make part of your settlements. And it makes it feel a little bit more, you know, alive and unique, finding these friends out in the wasteland. We can get rid of that one. You are down there. Okay, so that's there. Now we gotta run loot again. You gonna move? Are you gonna move the delete everything mod? Cool. I did. Scrap everything. There it is. I'm pretty sure there's a way that I can like make this mod an exception and like, hey, like don't move this around or whatever. I'm just too fucking lazy to do that. I could also probably, well, I guess I don't really have to worry about moving stuff around right now because I'm going to be adding new stuff, so I'm always going to have to like keep moving it back down later. But I'll worry about that a little later. Oh, I needed the recruitable settler mod because that had a map on it that I need to use as a reference point. Sorry, give me one hot second. Yes. Cool. Okay. Let me open you back up. In the morning light. Oh, I need the actual map. There we go. Okay. So closest one is right about here, I think. Okay. Ah! Oh, God. Ah, radiation. The radiation's coming in. Okay. So since there's nowhere close by... Fucking gate. Since there's nowhere close by that we can just fast travel to, we gotta kind of just hoof it. Whoop, bush. Okay. How far is it? I don't actually know. It's not super far. It's like just far enough to where it's like, oh, I gotta walk all the way there. Let me check something here. Here we go. Minimalistic HUD. There we go. Yes. That's not going to update until we load back in. So for now, that's fine. Baby, it's just you. Oh. Eh. No, I think I have to hotkey that. Maybe I don't even have that mod installed. I have a mod that adds the ability to wait, but I think I need to hotkey it to a specific thing. Missing a jack. What's the Queen of Hearts to do? Baby, it's just you. There we go. This little, I believe in vanilla, this this shack is uninhabited. Yeah, there you are. Turn a light on. There we go. Z454, custom companion.
Yes.
Oh no, this is not voiced. I was thinking of a different mod.
Yeah. Sure. Thanks. We'll see you there in a day or two.
Yeah, there's another mod that I'm thinking of that does the that's like the same thing. There's unique settlers that you can find. Who the hell are you? Oh, you're a trader.
Hey, Scavin.
Yeah, they do that same thing where it adds unique companions or unique settlers, but they're actually like voiced by individual people, like new people. I think. I'm pretty sure if I remember correctly. So let's do that, and then get you. So recruitable settlers is good. Oops, the whole thing. There we go. Okay.
I see you looking round the corner. Come on inside.
Yeah, we can worry about that later. Okay. Well, I think this is probably going to be a good spot to leave the stream off for now. I got some stuff I gotta get working on. But this was a good stream. We watched the excuse me. We saw the Summer Game Fest. We saw all the fucking cool games that are going to be coming out. Again, and I've mentioned this a couple of times, a lot of them had a really big, like, the big takeaway of this game is the artistic style that we're going for. We had No Words, which was a stop motion style game. We had, what was it? Pull it up here real quick. Felt That, F-E-L-T. I guess it's the same word. Where it's like a boxing game, but you're playing as like puppets, like actual like furry puppets and stuff like that. It's very interesting game, or interesting looking game. But yeah, a lot of really cool, really interesting looking things. A lot of stuff definitely worth checking out. So I am definitely excited to see what we got coming down the pipeline. As I said, unfortunately, there's a lot of still lamentations over sort of kind of the lack of like big like game events anymore ever since E3 went away. But I feel like the Summer Games Fest is still a good one, especially when they combine it and make it like a big week-long thing, because like we had the state of play the other day. Is it the State of Unreal? I think we had that a couple days before the State of Play. We got the Xbox Game Showcase, which is going to be happening on Sunday at 10 a.m. I think, and then like a bunch of other stuff sprinkled around. But yeah, it's a good week for gaming, and I'm excited to see what more we got. We will be back tomorrow. Same time, same place, 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time for the weekend stream. We'll jump back into Oblivion. We'll fucking go crazy on that. Next week, there is a game coming out called The Alters, which I've had my eye on for a good long while. It's made by 11-Bit Studio, the same people that made Frostpunk. So we're going to be streaming more Oblivion tomorrow and Sunday for the weekend stream. And then next week, I'm going to run a poll, see if people want us to play more Oblivion or whether we want to do The Alters. That poll will take place in the Discord server, as always. So if you want to be a part of that, you want to be a part of the... I don't know what's going on here. You want to be a part of the poll to help us determine what we do for the weekend stream. Join the Discord server. Links to that, as well as all other socials. TikTok, YouTube, Twitch, Bluesky, all that good stuff are going to be down in the description below if you're watching on YouTube and if you're watching on Twitch. Click 1 or 2, join, follow all of them. It definitely helps me in the algorithm, and it's just cool because you get to see more of me. And if you like the stream, well, goddamn, you're going to like when I'm actually scripted and actually know what the fuck I'm talking about. But yeah, definitely join the Discord if you want to help out with determining what we do for the weekend streams and what we do for Fallout Fridays. We will be back, as I said, tomorrow, 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, same place, here on Twitch, here on YouTube. Good times will be had by all. For now, though, I thank you all so much for hanging out with me for the showcase, for a little bit of modding stuff here. Yeah. There's some good games. I'm interested to see what Scum has how, like, where it's at now, because like I said earlier, I'd been following that game for a good long while, and seen it like some pretty bad points. So since it's actually like in its full release version now, I'm definitely curious to see where they are. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed. Thank you for watching. Like, comment, share, subscribe, ring the bell, hit the follow button, all that good stuff. Check out my socials. I hope you have a good night. I hope you have a good dinner or a good day, good breakfast, wherever you are, whatever you're doing. I hope it's a good one. I hope to see you guys tomorrow for the weekend stream. And that's about it. Go drink water, go have a nice meal, and enjoy your day. Goodbye, everybody.